Content creators and makers podcast, The Jerry Show, every Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific. On YouTube and Twitch, we roll the tape. From 3D printing to resin in the frame, lasers in the dark create 3 million glow. From every corner, let them make a show. We got hands-on heat and plans in the air from all over the world. Yeah, you know we're there. One more turn and the whole room wakes. Bring your best idea, bring your wildest tale. The Jerry Show, The Jerry Show, Saturday at noon. The Jerry Show, The Jerry Show, come on in, tune in soon. Filament giveaways and 1,000 new sparks. Smash that like box and let it hit right hard. Makers from afar dropping every week, cutting clean through doubt with the things they speak. Resin in the tray and the lasers red line. CNC should flying, yeah, the future's fine. We talk shop, we build, we never slow down. Got a whole wide world spinning all around. We got hands-on heat and plans in the air from all over the world. Yeah, you know we're there. One more turn and the whole room wakes. Bring your best idea, bring your wildest stare. The Jerry Show, The Jerry Show, Saturday at noon. The Jerry Show, The Jerry Show, come on in, tune in soon. Filament giveaways and 1,000 new sparks. Smash that like button, let it hit right hard. Subscribe and share, pass it on loud. If you build with love, then you belong in the crowd. From the first rough sketch to the final shine, we make it together week by week, line by The Jerry Show, The Jerry Show, Saturday at noon. The Jerry Show, The Jerry Show, come on in, tune in soon. Filament giveaways and 1,000 new sparks. Smash that like button, let it hit right hard. The Jerry Show, The Jerry Show, we live and we're proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for The Jerry Show. Each and every Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific, we go live on YouTube and Twitch. We've got makers and content creators from around the world that like to drop in chat and drop in on screen and show what they're printing, what they're working on, all the amazing stuff going on in their life. Self-promotion is always welcome as long as it's hobby related. So once again, I would love to see you on The Jerry Show each and every Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Ladies, gentlemen, it's time for fun and dance. So each and every Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific, we go live on YouTube and Twitch. We've got
Content creators, what is going on? Hello everybody and welcome to Jerry's Show. My name is Jerry. We're live on YouTube and Twitch, and here we go. And the dog hasn't started barking yet, but I'm sure she will any minute. Boy, yeah, have you had a great week? I have. It's been great. Yes, I don't have oxygen on. I quit using that 4 or 5 days ago. That's a plus. I quit monitoring myself. There she goes. There you go. There's your cracker. I got my monitor thing right here. I'm not hanging around my neck. I've been good. I'm still taking a water pill. I still have water in my lung, and I've been sleeping in bed now. I'm out of the chair, and when I lay, oh, here's Sandy. Sandy says, "Let me have a cracker." Here you go. She's a quiet one. Yeah, I've been sleeping in bed all week long. It's been going good. I got kind of a kink in my neck on one side, like a pulling sensation, but I'm managing, and when I lay down and breathe, I can feel liquid in my lung. I can literally take a deep breath, and I can feel something moving around. So hopefully that water pill I'm taking will help get rid of it. Let me go down through chat and say hello to everybody here. Big Bad Joe, hello, hello. Hello, Tony. Samrat Terrier, hello, how you doing? Loopy Lou. Dan's 3D Print UK, Mr. Diesel. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. And as usual, we're starting out kind of slow. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos, and I've been rewatching videos on the Snapmaker U1 and the Flash Forge tool changer. I forget what they call the Flash Forge, but I'm watching tons of videos on both of them, trying to make a determination, if and when I get one, which one do I want. Do I want to save a little money and manual feed, that way it never breaks down, or do I want to have the U1, which has the feeders like the AMS on the Bamboo, and when it breaks down, you're screwed till you get it fixed. So, trying to make up my mind on that. I'm just watching everybody's videos over and over, trying to get opinions on that. And I got a few sites I want to look at today. Call me Fat Jesus. What is going on? How you doing today? Pop 3D UK. Hello, hello. Dan's 3D Print UK. I think I said hi to you. Hello. Let's see. Clayton from Hawaii. I don't see him in chat. I hope he's okay. A couple days ago, they're talking about a big hurricane might be hitting Hawaii, the main island, and I think that's where Clayton lives. So hopefully, Clayton, if you're out there, you're doing well and everything's good. No! I gave you the crackers. That's it. No more barking. No more. Stop. Constant thing. She'll stop eventually. Stephen Poole, what's going on? Yeah, Stephen Poole has some amazing stuff he's been printing lately. I've been seeing that on a lot of the tool changer videos, and Stephen has been printing some really cool stuff. And I got a couple of the sites here I want to show here in a minute. A couple days ago, Trevor with Navarre 3D sent me another video, and I'm going to run that here in just a minute. Last week I had a new video from Trevor. I ran for 2 weeks. Then he sent me another a couple days ago, and it was raining really hard at the time. Dave Gatton, hello, hello. How you doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day. You and your dog are doing well. Let me run that video, and if anybody would like to drop in, let me share out the invite link again. And we will be giving away a roll of Polymaker today, a roll of Ziltech filament, and the Gotcha Pop machine right here. We'll do a drawing on it, and maybe we will or won't get something. Jack in the shop, hello, hello. How you doing, my friend? And Jack has been doing a ton of videos on Millmage, which is based on Lightburn. From Lightburn, they put it out for your CNCs. He's been doing a lot of videos. He just had another one he came out with this morning. Go check out Jack in the shop over on YouTube. Anyway, let me run that video here real quick.
Well, good morning, Jerry. Got a nice rainy day out today. I figured I'd say hello before my day gets away from me. So, been another busy week. We've got lots of projects going on. Let's see. We've got lots of tuna cages going again and extenders. Got more awards going. The base pre-ordered about, I don't know, 45 more of these awards. So awards it is. We're doing that a lot this week. Not a lot of stuff filling up in here. In fact, we've been depleting a lot of it. Lots more PCTG. We just ran out of white on this job, so we're out of white now. Hopefully Jonathan will whip some more of that up for me quickly. Lots more filament. As you can see, we're just packing it in everywhere. More extenders. I gotta start more of those. They just finished. We're doing some video game stools in color, so got a little bleeding on the middle section, so have to handle that next. But we got a couple of these we'll be bringing out. There's a event we do called Rad Weekend. Well, we don't put it on, we just participate, but it's lots of fun. See, I got some mini work going today, so I'm sure my wash station will jam up on me as normal. Eufy's been going nice and strong. Very few problems with it. I absolutely love that thing. I was gonna buy a Morpho, and then I saw the Hay Gears come out, so I bought a Hay Gears. I can't wait for that. I gotta finish up this CAD job because I really get tired of having a truck door in the back of the store, but you know, stay busy. It is pouring outside now. Welcome to Florida. All right, let's see what else. No laser work this week. I did the awards, and then that finished up all that work. So snap makers still going nice and strong. Using PETG as a support material on this, works real well. Doing some pipe chains. Bamboos stay pretty quiet these days. The Modex stays quiet. Optimus Prime stays quiet. Like I said, more cages, more of these awards. I've been using the UV laser to cut all my felt, which is nice. It takes it up a little notch when you've got felt on the bottom of awards, for sure. My painting sucks. I've been using rattle cans, but did some daggers for the base. This came out real nice. I've been playing around with the Eufy. I'm going to go to the nail place next door and show them some samples. As you see with the Eufy, you can build this stuff up. So printed up some little samples and you know, see if I could drum up a little bit of business there. Breadstick cutters for a pizza shop, and it's PCTG before everybody gets all butt hurt. And these little pipe chains, prototyping jobs, another Eufy job. Before I would have engraved it single color, and this metal was sketchy. I can see where it's buckling in the corners from a crappy plating job, or I don't know if they wrapped a piece of aluminum or what. So instead of have to worry about it, use the Eufy, problem solved. Still trying to get these things to print without problems. It's for a guy that rebuilds speakers, old time house speakers. That's it. Let's see. Got some new speakers. These things are pretty cool. Big old monsters, 12 inches. Let's see. Now we're doing another big one here. And that's it. We got tons of repairs this week again. So Dennis is coming in soon, and he'll start getting all these knocked out. Of course, all the Folsons are just waiting on parts, but they'll be waiting till the end of time, apparently. They're officially out of business, as far as I can tell. Even the last person there, Ivan Glocky, is no longer responding, so I have to believe that they are done. They owe me $6,000 in parts that they just did not deliver. Hopefully they'll restructure and come back strong, because they made a great printer. Anyway, have a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you later. I hope you're recuperating well. Well, good morning, Jerry.
Oh, there we go. Anyway, hope you guys like watching that. Yeah, it's a shame about FL Sun, but companies come and go all the time. They've been around for a long time. Yeah, another slow day here in Vegas. Not much going on. Things will improve next week. I'm waiting on a certain something to happen on my bank account. And if you know, you know. I talked about it enough. But yeah, I'm off auction. I'll probably call up the company Monday, have them come pick everything up. Oh, Loopy Lou got her stickers. Cool. Yeah, I seen you message me. That's awesome. 2.5 weeks to get to the UK. Okay. Yeah, I mailed them that day, and they would have went out that Monday. Dropped a bunch of stickers I had. I wanted to send you one of my bigger ones, but I couldn't find it at the time. I know you got a 3D HP. It's got a circle around it, but I had a bigger one that was cut out different. And at the time that I mailed that, I couldn't find them. The next day, I found 4 or 5 I still had left, so I wanted to include that. But anyway, it is what it is. Hope you like what you got. And I included a jacket for your debit or credit card. That way, somebody can't walk by you and scan it. I had a whole bunch of those ordered off Amazon. That's why I included that, to keep your card in, so you know somebody don't accidentally scan it. I just ordered 250 more stickers, Jack says. Awesome. And let's see, some things I wanted to show. We're going to go to Tinker Atlas and look around. Let's see. Matt Meyer Makes. I want to go there. Let me share my screen. And one of the videos I was watching from the Flash Forge, the guy made a lot of really cool stuff, and Steven done some of it. I haven't went, and I think it was all probably from Matt Meyer Makes. I had to go find the video where the guy shows on the screen what was going on, and let's see. And so on myminifactory.com, the man or the people also have a Patreon. But let me show you some of the stuff here. It looks really cool. Yeah, Stephen Poole, I think it was this one here he did. That looked really cool. That really looks neat. Robo Octopus. That looks fascinating. This is over on My Mini Factory. Matt, M-I-R-E, Meyer Makes. M-A-T, M-I-R-E, M-A-K-E-S. A lot of cool critters here. Here on My Mini Factory, you can just buy them outright individually if you wish. So when I get my tool changer here sometime in the future months, there's a lot of stuff here I want to make. Anyway. And then I was on Maker World this morning, and I just happened to see this. I'm like, wow, that really looked good on my CNC. And I went to download the file, and it is not what it appears to be. This is what I actually downloaded. 2 pumpkins, skull has eyeballs. It looks kind of stupid to me, actually. So I left a comment. I said, where's the file with 4 pumpkins? The one downloaded only has 2 question marks, so maybe he'll get back to me, because I wanted to download this, and that isn't what I got. So anyway, and over on Cults, I see him on Facebook. I forget the man's name. He's on here quite a bit in chat. He had shared a Betty Boop that he had done, and I asked him where he got it, and it was over on Cults, guy's Patreon. But right here you can buy the file outright. My wife loves Betty Boop, so I think the file is like $6 here to buy it. Then print everything out separately and glue it together. It's really cool. Yeah, here it is right here. Oh yeah, I have a program, Jack, where I can take that actual image, I can drop it in it, and it'll make it a 3D image. VistaSculpt works really good. Their AI with pictures. I just haven't tried it yet. Right before the live stream, I'm just trying to get some stuff together to show off. Have something to talk about. So I figured we wouldn't have a lot of people on screen, so maybe I can look at some stuff here. Well, actually, the picture's cut off there, but... Oh, there's an image of it there. Yeah. Or I can just have AI remake something similar and see how it comes out. And let's go check out Tinker Atlas, see what's going on. And if anybody would like to drop in on screen, you're very welcome to do so. Come in and show what you're working on and what you got going on. What you're selling, what you're making, as long as it's hobby related. And let's see, here we are at tinkeratlas.com. It's free to join. They need financial support to stay up and running. And Maker Viking Thomas in the community is the one that created the site. Pop 3D UK. Showing a couple of his printers he has there. You must have a lot because they're marked printer 1, printer 2. You don't want to get confused. There are 2 different machines, so. Oh, here's 8 color on the H2C 1500 colored swaps. Took 2.5 days. This is from Stephen Poole. He done it in green, but there's that octopus I was talking about a bit ago. Looks cool. If I printed one, I'd do it in blue with some other, maybe red for accent color. Looks good. I see the Dallas Cowboys had their first preseason game tonight playing the Seahawks. I don't get the NFL Network, so I'm not going to be able to watch it here in Vegas, but at 5 o'clock I'll check YouTube and maybe I'll get lucky and it'll be posted there live. I'll have to wait and see if I'd like to watch it. A lot of their key players probably won't be playing, but still it's a game, so... Yeah, this little table saw, I remember seeing that last week. Here's some more stuff by Stephen Poole. Yeah, this here is really cool. I want to make one of these in the future. That's really cool. There's a little Mr. Poole there. Little mini him. That looks nice. Yeah, for sure. My wife don't like the NFL. She only watches college, and she's a big Alabama fan. Yeah, maybe before I die, the Cowboys will win the NFL. Win at least one. Win one championship before I die. I think it's been like 20 years. Yeah, I get really excited about them playing every year, then they start losing, and then there you go, roll tide. Yep. And then I'll start favoring other teams after Dallas starts going down the toilet. And that's about it there. Oh, gotta fix my screen. Oh boy. Yeah, I got another doctor's appointment on the 25th. I can drive on the 25th again. It'll be 2 months. And I might wait. I might start driving next Friday. I don't know. 4 or 5 days early. I still have a little bit of pain in my chest right here. Not a lot, but a little bit. Especially when I lay down at night. If I pick up anything I shouldn't be picking up, my chest lets me know. I'm trying not to lift anything heavy, but... I mopped the bathrooms the other day and lifting the mop water out of the sink in the garage. That was pretty heavy for my chest. Shouldn't have done it. Anybody want to pop in and keep me company and help make the stream work? Even if you only come in for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it'd be a great help. I'm not too good at doing solo unless I'm taping something for a video. Only got 3 printers using LCC1, P2S, and A1. Sold my CR10 V2 and Neptune 4 Pro. Yep. Yeah, U1 or Flash Forge, one or the other I'll end up with in a couple months. I've figured out. Hey Blasto, how you been, buddy? Been a long time. Got Blasto Supreme in chat. Yeah, I'm almost 100%. Yeah, I found out one of my cousins passed away a couple days ago. My sister told me she heard from another relative called her. He lived back in Missouri. He was in his, I don't know, late 70s, I'll say. And years ago, he had a heart transplant. And he recently just passed away. Not sure what happened, but I assume old age. I don't know. That's a shame. But like I told my wife and my sister, you know, as you get older, people around you just start dropping like flies. The older you get, the more it happens. It's just the way life is. And let's see, the part I ordered from China on eBay for the Century Carbon 2, the data cable that goes from the hot end to the board that broke on me, which is right here. The cable was broke. I cut it to get it off, made it easy. It's in town. It's been here for a couple days. I don't know if they're going to deliver it today or wait till Monday. But whatever company is delivering it, I don't recognize the company name. Just waiting to get that in the mail so I can get the CC1 working again. Because since I converted everything over to do 4 colors. I haven't got a good print. I've only got one good print off of it. Been having problems. Then that cable broke. Oh, a few weeks ago I mentioned I ordered some microphones, wireless mics. They were DJI. I wound up canceling that order. It was taking too long to get here, and it wasn't good timing for me to be ordering them right now, so I wound up canceling that. I'll have to redo that sometime in the future when I actually need them. Oh, here's something else I seen somebody posted online. I guess they seen it at Formex. Another printer, yep. I don't see them on Kickstarter. I went to their website. I don't see nothing talking about it. I only have the one picture here. Axle Loop MC8. All I have is that picture to go by. When I go to their website, you know, it's just a picture, which is obviously probably a render. Oh, cool. Yeah, my cable broke too, and I had it rerouted so it shouldn't have got bent. And then I went to do a print, and it was having an error. The slot 1 was blinking red, and I couldn't do any leveling, and I kept trying to figure out why, and I found out that cable was broke. So I don't want to mess with, you know, I bought it like 3 months ago. Contact the company, and then they're going to want a video, they're going to want pictures, blah, blah, blah. And weeks after a couple weeks, they might send you another cable. I just got online on eBay and ordered one right away. They had them on, they all come out of China. They had one on Amazon out of China, or the one on eBay was like 25 bucks. It was cheaper just to get it through eBay and then wait a couple weeks. So hopefully that'll be here today, I hope, or over the weekend. I got to put back in. Yeah, I was getting frustrated with the printer. You know, it worked perfectly fine, and then I upgraded it, and everything went well, and then I'm having trouble, and I actually got to the point where, you know what, I ought to just take this whole thing and drop it in a bin out front. That's kind of how I felt. But I didn't. I'll just fix it. But I get tired of working on things quite a bit. It'd be nice if they just worked. Anyway, what am I doing here? You go back to that screen. And we got a gray screen. And now we don't. Yeah, my original AMS I have on my X1 Carbon. Slot 1 screwed up originally, and I replaced the motor on it, or the feeder motor, and then it worked. And then after about a year, I don't know, a year or two, I was randomly getting trouble with, I think it was slot 2. And then I had upgraded all the PTFE to Tough Tube from TH3D, and then the AMS wasn't working at all, pulling. So I took all that blue tubing out of it, put stock back in it, and then it was working, but then I was having trouble with the feeder. So, yeah. So you got canvas about a month ago, but I haven't really wanted to install it. Can't do ABS without cover. Yeah. Well, your CC1 has a door on it. You got a glass top. You can do ABS on it. Oh, I see what you're saying, because it's open air. You haven't printed the top for it. Yeah, I printed the top, put plexiglass on it. Or if you had to, want to go really cheap, put a cardboard box over the top or a plastic bag. Blue tape it on, just don't show anybody. But with all the heat rises, so with all the heat coming off the bed and the hot end, and with the door shut, your ABS print would probably still work fine. You'd be losing your heat out the top, but you'd still have all that heat around the bed, around your print. It maybe it would still print fine. Yeah, a lot of people in chat have a U1 and love it. I know Jack in the shop had a feeder go out on him that they replaced. I know that if you want hardened steel nozzles, I believe on the U1 you have to buy them. It doesn't come with it. If you put a top and buy their top and put on it, which is I think like 150 bucks, but I think you get 4 rolls of filament if you buy their clear top and put that on it. There's no chamber fan. You just got to work with the heat off the bed and the nozzle for high temp stuff. Yeah, my X-Men carbon just sits. I haven't used it in a while. Typically I go to the Centauri carbon or the SVO8. And the SVO8 is so-so. It's not a very good printer. Okay, here's something Stephen Poole just showed me. Let me get that comment off the screen. Walmart bucket, $6. Okay. Yeah, you spend all that money on a printer, I think I'd want to put a nicer top on it. Share my screen again. On Twitch, Stephen Poole just shared this. "3D printing for business. Bamboo Lab patent shows a nice bay." Oh yeah, I heard something about Bamboo Lab might applied for some patents on what they might be doing. Well, this is a maybe type thing. "10 spools up top." Yeah, and like a $2,000 to $3,000 price tag. Yeah. Yeah, as long as it works. But if you buy their top and you're getting 4 rolls of filament with it, that filament helps pay for most of the price. That's cool, Stephen. Thanks for sharing. I seen somebody was doing a video about it, talking about it, but I didn't see any other information on it. Yeah, I see 9 hot ends there. Yeah, I pulled Twitch back up on my other monitor and I realized I have a gray screen, so then I play with some buttons to make it go away. Hopefully D-Wit will be on tomorrow night. Reprinted 3D, hello, hello. Yeah, Tim came on last week, he had to cut it short. There was a medical emergency at the house with either his wife or son, I don't know which. Hopefully everything's okay. So he cut his stream short. Oh, I see. If you're trying to become if you're on YouTube and you're trying to get monetized, you got to have 8,000 watch hours now, not 4,000. Everybody's doing a video on it since it's something to talk about. But they increased everything, requirements. And if you're an existing content creator on YouTube, there's other things they've increased for people doing shorts and this and that and other. Like 1 million watch hours on shorts or something crazy, I don't know. I didn't watch all of it. So if you're on YouTube making content, stay really active. It's the best thing I can say. Because YouTube's trying to find a way to cut into your money or kill it. Yeah, it starts, January, February, yeah. So if you're trying to get to that, what is it, 4,000 watch hours, I think it is now, and you're getting close, hurry up. Try to hurry up and get there before they change their rule. Because if you miss it by 1 day, 1 hour, then you'll have to get 8,000 watch hours. Yeah, I haven't done a regular video in a long time. I was talking to Trevor from the bar online. He goes, "Oh, I thought you got burnt out and quit doing videos." I said, "No, I just haven't got any products from anybody." I said, "I'm still randomly getting a hold of people, but they quit responding." There's been a lot of things I've wanted to review. So when I have the money, I'll have to randomly, once in a while, just buy this or buy that and do my review that way. And then if I get my foot back in the door with doing some content, then maybe I can get contacted by some more people in the future like I used to get. But it is what it is. Anything anybody want to talk about? Anything going on in your life? Anything with 3D printing or your hobby related? Got any questions? You can see I'm getting really bored sitting here talking to myself. All right, 1,600 watch hours? Okay. Yeah, every week, Jack, or every couple days, you put out a video, go on Facebook and post that video out on multiple groups. You're welcome to post on my group or post on other sites. On YouTube, where it has, you post on your own channel, there will be subscribed, gets notified of your video, or a live stream or whatever it is. Just, post in a lot of places. I see talk of a fiber laser out there that does UV. It's a UV and a fiber laser all in one. So it'll do metal and glass. I forget the company name, but I've seen a video this morning floating around about it. Weak rate luminous ultra, okay. Guess that's what it was called. Still on Kickstarter, okay. Yeah, I pulled up Kickstarter this morning. I typed in tool changer 3D printer. The only thing that popped up was the one from Sobol. I don't go to Kickstarter very often, but I figured I'll go there and use their search bar. That way I have content to talk about during my live stream today. Well, we have 41 people watching, 15 on Twitch, 26 on YouTube. Please smash the like button, follow, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Bamboo got the new R1 out September laser and vinyl cutter unit. Jack says you can get your choice of 60 watt fiber, 100 watt fiber combined with the UV for the same price, or just fiber laser. Trade Skills Anonymous, how you doing today? Things are going slow. I'm attempting to entertain 41 people by gabbing about whatever. Also, I think I'm going to take my big desk, it's right here, that I used to have, and you can see my backdrop of all my prints on the shelf. I need to see if I can turn this and reset up all this right here back on the desk. It'll be mainly standing or sitting on a high stool I have, but I want to rearrange the room again. I don't like sitting here at this chair over here in a corner. I'm going to try to rearrange it if I can figure out a way to make everything work. Back over there. Maybe I can put the tower underneath the desk, clear it off, and just reset it up so I have my aliens, and not my big alien, he's out in the garage broke, but my printers and everything as a backdrop. The way I used to have it. Remember when I built the turtle box? Anybody that remembers or the box turtle? When I built that, the way I had it set up for that. Yeah, thanks, Loopy Loo. Yeah. Come on, someone join Jerry. Don't let Matt think he's essential, LOL. Yeah, I hope Matt's doing well. I don't see him in chat yet. Trade Skill Anonymous says that he's out in the shop keeping up progress on a coffee table build. Nice. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain here in Vegas all week long. But by next summer, I'm going to put a split unit in my garage. That way, when I'm out there working, it doesn't get so damn hot. The garage is insulated, the door is insulated, but it still gets hot. Ladies and gentlemen, JR, Trade Skills Anonymous. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I know you. I recognize you. How you doing today?
Good.
Yeah, things are going slow.
Sorry, I got to turn off my YouTube feed here. Yeah, so I'm just out in the shop and putting the finishing touches on this coffee table here. I've been working on for a couple of weeks. I just got a
nice
drawer box built for it, and got the sorry, I don't have a portable camera, but
That's
anyway,
fine.
so yeah, so I got some mahogany there, and I've been chipping away at it. I got a kind of a busy 9-to-5 job, so I give it a couple of hours during the week, and then typically come out on most of the day on Saturday or Sunday. So if you want it slow and expensive, I'm your guy.
What part of the country are you in?
Oh, I'm in Mobile, Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're
Yeah, I'm
in
doing pretty
Vegas.
good. I had a triple bypass a couple months ago. I can drive in about a week. I can't wait.
Yeah. That's got to be a drag.
Yeah, call my sister or son whenever I want to go anywhere, have them pick up groceries or whatever. I'm glad I'm off my oxygen. I've been carrying that stupid hose around the house since July 1st on my nose, so
Yeah.
I'm done with it. So that's good. Getting there.
Well, that's great. That's good.
Amy Lynn, how you doing? So what's your CNC of choice? You got a Onefinity?
Yeah, I do. I actually was probably maybe within the first 50 or so orders back in 2020. waited, I think I ordered it in like June and didn't get it till I guess the end of January of the following year. So, but it's been a great machine to me. I started out with the I might get this wrong, but 32 by 32 machine, and then they gave you a way to expand the x-axis. So I did that and made it a 32 by 48, and then I sold that during one of my moves, and then bought the Masso controller version, which I think is called the Foreman. So it's a 48 by 48 1finity, and yeah, I like it. It's done me a solid job, for I guess it's a little more than 5 years now, and most of the problems that I've had have been user generated, but it's been a solid machine for me.
Yeah, I used to want one real badly, and I got a couple Jimitsus, and then I decided I want an alt mill instead of a 1finity.
Yeah. Did you get it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Soon.
Yeah, that seems like a solid machine.
I get Social Security in a week, so soon. Maybe before Christmas I'll have one. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. No, that alt mill seems like they're making a nice machine. That's CNC Labs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when you get
Or I
it
could
out-
build a Gatton 2.0 from scratch.
Yeah.
That's Dave Gatton's design is just like the alt mill, but basically.
Yeah. I saw Dave put that out. It looks like a really good way to go if you really want to get down to your elbows into building it.
Yep.
I just, if I didn't have one, that would certainly be an option that I would look at if I felt like I had the time to dedicate to it.
When I upgraded my Jimitsu Prober XL V2, it's about yay big square, and I made it 1300 by 1300, like 4 foot by 4 foot.
Yep.
They sent me the upgrade kit and I upgraded it. Some of the parts on it I machined. There's another guy, he was over on Etsy, I think. I forget where I seen him at, but he had upgraded one of his machines, and I bought the plans from him, and I cut them out on my smaller Jimitsu, and I didn't get them exactly right. And I'm just thinking, if I tackle Dave's machine, I'm going to have to basically redo all that. And if I get them a hair off, I just trashed all that aluminum.
Yeah.
But I used my laser, and I made some templates on the laser. I blue taped them on, then I drilled them with my drill press, and that wasn't accurate enough. I was a little bit off, and it's kind of screwed everything up.
Gotcha. So are you working in a garage, or you got an outbuilding, or what's your...
Yeah, I got a garage about the size of yours there.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, it's amazing how much crap you can pump into a garage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I bought the house. 26 years ago. I never planned on putting a vehicle in it. Cars and trucks belong in the driveway. Garage is a workshop.
Yeah. Yeah. Before I moved here, I had a basement that now that I'm back in a garage again, I really miss the basement. It was air conditioned and was a little bit bigger than this. So, but hey, it's what we do is we make it work, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff out there I need to get rid of. You keep it forever thinking you're going to use it, and then usually you don't.
Yeah.
But
Deal.
and then when I upgraded the Prober XL, whatever, you've seen that at the beginning of my video. The Jimitsu made it real big. It has NEMA 23 closed loop steppers. And on one of the axes, the x-axis, it keeps screwing up on it randomly. So I don't know if it's just getting too hot in my garage or what's causing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I might run a job and finish it and have it run something for 12, 13 hours, and it's fine. And a couple of days later, do another job, and then right in the middle of it, the x-axis decides it doesn't want to run no more, and then my bit's going, yeah, right through my project and ruins it. So
Got it.
I got to figure out why that's happening.
I see Jack's comment here. He says the alt mill is stronger than the 1finity. Do you mean the motors or the rigidity of the frame or the...
Probably the rigidity of the frame.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't have either one in front of me, so I don't have an opinion.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. I'm not a guy that argues over brand. If that one works better for somebody, well then hell, God bless America.
Yep.
Keep on rocking. I'm not looking to start an argument. I was just curious in what way he felt that was stronger, quote unquote. So When I was
Yeah.
doing I don't think oatmeal was around when I was doing my research. I mean, this is back. I was comparing the Chapeco and the damn it, what's it called? Who made the one like the it was like the Queen Bee or something like that. It was like
I think that's down in Australia.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I really looked at as many brands as I could. I even went to a maker. I was living in Charleston, South Carolina at the time, but I even went to a maker space that had a Shapeoko, and really the deciding factor for me was that it seemed like it was a rigid frame and it didn't have the V wheels and the belts. It was a screw driven and
Yeah.
had linear bearings, and I went, okay, well, hell, that looks like the one for me. So,
Yeah, I had hard plastic wheels on mine. I don't know what they're made out of, but they're really a hard plastic. I took them off and I put linear rails on it.
oh,
I upgraded it, and it's ball screw. It's got ball screws on it.
yeah.
Not lead screws like a 3D printer ball screws. They're more accurate.
Yeah. So, and you do a lot with 3D printing. What other stuff? What other disciplines do you get to? You got lasers in there, or what are you working
3D
with?
printing. I've got a 60-watt JPT MOPA fiber laser. I've got a Rolly Lasermatic Mark II 10. What is it? A 20-30 watt or a 10-20? I don't remember. Diode laser, and then I got an RF laser instead of a CO2 glass tube. It's air cooled. And out in the garage, I got a couple CNCs. My background is construction. I was a union labor for many years, so I'm a good handyman. I'm good at doing anything, pretty much. I'm not an expert at nothing, but I'm okay at everything.
Yeah.
Been on YouTube since 2017. I got like 600 videos. I'm into 3D printing, lasers. I do a lot of resin printing. At least I used to do a lot of resin printing.
Yeah.
Statues, figurines, things like that. Useless dust collectors, basically. I got them everywhere, and I live in Vegas, so it's real dusty here in Vegas. So I got dust collectors everywhere.
Yeah. So I've got a CO2 laser, a Thunderbolt, and then I've got a Com Marker UV Galvo laser that I've had for maybe about 18 months or something, and then three 3D printers. And I never could talk myself into the resin printing because it just seemed like it was so much cleanup and post work and extra chemicals. Did you find that to be a pain in the rear end once you got into it? Or?
No, not a big deal at all. Just wear rubber gloves. When I first got into resin printing, I thought that the resin was very toxic, and if I got it on my hand, it'd be like acid, which
Yeah.
it's not. I don't have an allergic reaction, but I'm sure at some time anybody could have an allergic reaction to it. So you have to wear gloves, safety glasses. Be careful. It's not a big deal, but it depends what you might want to use it for. Do you want to make statues and things like that, or are you into more practical things? You know, you want to do woodworking. It depends what you want to use the machine for, whether you'd even be interested. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Got Klondike in the house?
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, usually I'm awfully slow. I mean, I used to have up to 10 people at a time on camera, and then for the last couple months, I've just slowed way down. I'm kind of shocked today to start by myself, that it's just got really slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack's got the long mill, which is like a big piece of angle iron, L shape. That's very rigid. And he also made a plasma table out of it also. He takes off his bed and he has a plasma torch he hooks up to his CNC so he can cut out metal. And that's really cool.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, if I end up staying here in Mobile, I'll probably look for some acreage and a place I could put up a pole barn, because I just really am dying to have a proper shop, and I think that's about the only way it's going to happen. So I got welding equipment too, but I just don't have the room to really spread it out and actually use it, you know.
You don't have room in your backyard to put another building up or anything?
Well, I live in a damn HOA, so by the time
Oh.
I take a knee at the altar and then you know, meet
Yeah.
all the criteria of it's got to exactly match my house and all that crap. I mean,
Yeah, you get a weed in your yard, you'll get fined and everything. It's ridiculous.
yeah, when I moved in down here, so I've got a 7x14 enclosed trailer, and I left it in my driveway for a couple of weeks after I got done moving, and you know, I got a letter about it. I'm like, Jesus, these guys are pretty serious about whatever the rule book says.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a flagpole out front every time there's a holiday. I put my flag up. An HOA probably wouldn't like that either.
Yeah,
And then you got to pay them money for this, money for that, and
yeah.
I don't know. It might work for some people.
If I use the community pool or some of that other stuff, it might mean something to me, but I don't use any of that, so not a real big benefit to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some HOAs on YouTube talking about you can't even have a truck parked on the street after dark. It has to be in your garage. You can't have it in the driveway in front of your house. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Yes.
probably get arrested if I was in an HOA. I wouldn't. I'd clash with somebody too hard,
Yeah. Well, I'll.
and they'd have to call 911 on me.
How long you been retired?
Since I was 49, I just turned 62. So 10, 12, 13 years.
Oh, good.
I used to be in really good shape and 100 pounds lighter, but I retired and I kind of let myself go.
Yeah.
So whenever I film a YouTube video, I've said this before, I try to look straight at the camera. I try not to turn sideways because I look like I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
So I'm slowly working on that. And I just had to have a triple bypass, and that should be my wake-up call right there.
Yeah, that'll probably motivate you to take care of things, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, glad you made it through okay.
Yeah, the worst part about the whole thing was having that thing down my throat on a ventilator. They have the tubes down your throat, and the doctor said, well, when you wake up, we'll probably have that out of your throat by the time you wake up. 2 days later, they kept telling me later, not right now, your oxygen's too low, we can't take you off of it. And I'm looking at the clock, I'm thinking, and then they gave me a Sharpie, and I wanted to write on something, so I'm doodling some things. One time I said something I can't repeat to the doctor, but eventually 2 days later, they took it out of my throat. It was just crazy.
Huh.
That was the worst part about it. You're trying to breathe through a straw, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
All right. Well, I just thought I'd hop in here so you weren't lonely. Hopefully somebody would join you. I'm going to have to go get back to this thing over here and listen in the background. But
Well, nice meeting you, and hopefully we'll pick up here soon, and there'll be a lot of people here talking. So I always
Yeah.
stream every Saturday for 3 hours. I'll be
Yeah.
giving away a roll of Polymaker filament worldwide, Ziltech USA only, and then my Gotcha Pop machine. I'll throw a coin in that and see if anybody wins anything.
yeah, on Saturdays when I'm out here, your live stream is always what's playing in the background. So I always enjoy
Yeah.
hearing the other chatter and what people are talking about or what they're into. So it's nice that you give everybody a format like this, and you know, have a way for everybody to kind of collaborate, share ideas, or
Yeah, you're welcome if you ever want to come on and you got an Etsy store and you're selling stuff. Come on for 5 minutes. Say, here's my store. Here's what I'm selling. Come check me out. Bye. I don't care. It's as long as it's hobby related. You're welcome to self promote.
Okay. Well, in that vein, if anybody is curious, my channel is called Trade Skillers Anonymous, and it's a really dumb name, but it came from a video game about 20 years ago or something, and but I really talk mainly about CNC and woodworking and a little bit of laser stuff. So it's not a super active channel, but you know, if you care to go by and have a look, and just remember that subscribing is free, doesn't cost you a dime. So
I just shared it. I was already subscribed. That's why I recognized you when you came on. I just shared it in chat. So Twitch and YouTube, there's his channel right there in chat. Please go give him a subscribe. It's free to do so, and we'll help him grow.
all right, Jerry. Well, I'm going to slide into the listen-only mode now, but I appreciate you doing this every Saturday, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
You bet. Take care.
And then there was one again. That was nice meeting him. Nice he stopped by. Oh, boy. Anyway, next. Anybody else want to pop in? Hey, Klondike, you out there? You busy? You're welcome to let the stream run while you're running around your shop and talk when you can, just so we have somebody else up on screen. And we've been streaming for an hour. I think in just a minute, I'm going to do a Ziltech giveaway. That'll be USA only, 48 states. Let me go find my proper screen for that. Well, actually, I got this button right here I like to hit. Is that the right one? No, this one.
Fill the giveaway time!
There you go. Let me get that ready. That's going to be, let's see, that one. Let's make sure I got the right info up there. Alrighty. Here we go, guys. Hashtag Ziltech in chat. If you're in the lower 48 states here in the U.S., you have a chance on winning one roll of filament. We'll do the drawing here in about a minute. Let's do hashtag Ziltech in chat. If you're anywhere else in the world and you like to win stuff, go ahead and enter, but it has to go to somebody in the U.S. It must go to a USA address. But if you want to enter just to see for shits and giggles, to see if you might win, go for it. Enter. It just has to go to a USA address. Lower 48 states only. They produce all their filament out of Houston, Texas at ziltech.com. Oh, wow. And Klondike told me about that, and I thought I had it fixed. No, it's spelled wrong. Z-Y-L. It isn't Z-L-Y. I fixed it, but I guess I don't know what. I must have not put it in here. Oh, I know what happened. The one I just showed that said filament giveaway time, I changed that one, but not the one you're looking at. Yeah, Ziltech is spelled wrong right there. It's like I have it in green up there. Hashtag ZYLTECH.com. Yeah, I've been using that for quite a while, and Klondike's, hey, did you notice you spelled that spelled wrong? Yeah, AI is not perfect, and they screwed it up. And I didn't even catch it. But everybody can use free filament. Save you 20 or 25 bucks for a roll. And a lot of times Ziltech will send out samples with that. So it's pretty cool. You never know what you got coming in the mail. It might give you some samples or stickers. We had 44 people watching. My apologies for being so boring, but I tried to share out some other screens on what I had going on. But I really do need to rearrange this room. I need to get set up behind my big table, and like Lee Marie 3D basically does. I used to do that, and I need to rearrange my room and put things different. And Klondike, that cable that I broke on the Centauri Carbon, it's in Vegas, so it was here 2 days ago. They haven't delivered it yet, so I'm hoping today or Monday maybe they'll get that cable delivered and I can get back to working on my CC1. Elegoo Centauri Carbon. I put the canvas kit on it for $55. Nice, want to get it printing right so I can tell you how great it is. Excuse me. Actually, I was going to do a video on it, not putting it on, but just once it's put on, I've done a bunch of prints and tell you my journey with it and how it went and what happened and all that stuff. I need to get back into making videos. Excuse me. And I want to start doing more food videos here in Vegas. Places when I go out. Yeah, but I'm done with oxygen. I'll probably call Monday, have them come pick up their equipment. I don't feel I need it no more, and like I mentioned earlier, when I lay down at night, I know on the x-rays I have water in my left lung, possibly both, but for sure my left one. When I'm using this thing right here to breathe with, real deeply, I got it to go higher now and clear up to like 2,000, where originally I could only get it to 1,000. Now I can get it up to 2,000. So I can feel water in my lung moving around when I lay down. And I'm breathing while I'm laying there. I can kind of feel it. And we got Klondike popping in. Let me bring him in the back room, and then in a minute you'll be able to see him. There he is, Klondike, everybody.
Hey guys.
Hey, Sean. How you doing?
Right. Doing good. It's been
Alrighty.
busy.
Huh?
It's been a busy couple days.
Oh, I'm glad to see you. I woke up early Wednesday. I was dead tired. I got up. He's going to be on. I got to watch him, and then he didn't come on.
No, my bad. I do apologize, guys.
That's fine. I could have went back to bed, but I just stayed up. Sometimes I sleep good, sometimes I don't. Here we go, everybody. Good luck. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Drawn for one roll of Ziltech filament, lower 48 states, USA only.
Drum roll, please.
And if you win Ziltech now, you cannot win Polymaker later. Or vice versa.
They're both.
Sissy Kid on YouTube. Sissy Kid on YouTube, congratulations. Please say something in chat and let me know your initials. Let me get down to the bottom. Let me write that down real quick. Sissy Kid on YouTube. Hopefully you don't have a commercial. Please say something in chat. Let me know your initials. That way when you shoot me an email, there you are. CR.
Confirmed. If I'm right, he's been a lucky person.
Okay, I got your name written down. Let me put my email in chat here. When you get a second, go to zyltech.com. ZYL, not like it says on the screen, that's wrong. ZYLTECH.com. Pick out a type of filament and a color, and then email and let me know your USA mailing address with what kind of filament you'd like. And there is my email in chat. Congratulations. And sadly, that is my real email, and I get spam like you wouldn't believe. Let me go up here. There we go.
Oop.
Oh, so how you been?
Busy. Tuesday, I do apologize about Wednesday, guys, but I spent all day Tuesday in the shop, and it was 90, 92 degrees, and after a full day of that, it kind of just takes it out of you.
Do you have any kind of air conditioning in your shop?
I do. It's not the best. Usually it does keep it down, but it was just so
Yeah.
hot and humid that day, it was
Oh, yeah.
a good time keeping up. Especially running the lasers and everything else going on.
Yeah.
But it was a productive day. And then yesterday, I went up, I live in Des Moines, and I went up to Britt, Iowa for Hobo Days.
Hobo days?
Hobo Days, believe it or not. If you ever look on YouTube, you can find like train riders. Like one of them is the American Hobo. And I follow him. It's like, I don't know about you, but it's always been a childhood dream to jump on a train and just, take it where it goes. Of course, I've never done that yet. But I was able to go up to Britt and spend a good part of the day there, and hooked up with the American Hobo, which was, he's really cool. He's very, how could I put it? He's real, he shows you everything about what's going on, and he talks about it and takes you places. But with the help of him, now the hobos do monikers, those little, it looks like a graffiti, sign everything. Like if it's a car that they rode on, they'll sign on the side of the car so it's a rideable car. Well, I was able to get, I don't know how well that you can see that, but I was able to get all kinds of monikers. And at first I thought I was going to have a little bit of an issue, but in reality, now these are all the monikers you would see like on trains or like the power boxes and stuff of that
Are
nature.
these from real hobos?
These are actually from real hobos.
Did you have to pay them to get them to sign it?
No, they're so much cooler than that. I did take the American hobo out to lunch, and we had a good time. And
Yeah, I
so,
seen your pictures on Facebook.
and then see, one wasn't enough. These guys were so awesome. They did two. They filled out two of them, and there's the American hobo here.
Nice.
So yeah. And then they have like a king and queen crowning and all of that stuff. And it happens, it's been going on for 126 years, which just blows me out of the water.
I think a train would personally be moving too fast to run and catch it. That'd be harder than hell to jump on a train.
Oh, yeah, there's no way I could. But what they do is they find their spots at certain yards where they know that there's going to be a crew change. So
Yeah.
the train's going to come to a stop, and it'll sit there for, sometimes an hour or two. And that's where these guys like to find their ride.
Hello, Matt German. How you doing today?
Hey, Matt. So I thought it'd be fitting to do a couple skyboards. That way these can go out on the module. And I mean, they're part of the railroad community. A lot of people don't want to say so, but they are.
I'll check, Matt. Yeah, it's a slow day. Had my sister bring it, and her husband dropped off some groceries this morning that I ordered from Walmart because I can't drive yet. My appointment with the heart surgeon is on the 25th. Technically, that's the day I can drive again, but I might cheat a little bit and bump it up 5 days early by next Friday. So, and then whenever I lift anything I shouldn't have lifted, it hurts more right here. So I'm like, oh boy, I shouldn't have done that. But I'm off oxygen now. I quit checking with my finger monitor. I'm staying good. I'm maintaining 91 to 95.
Well, that's pretty good.
And yeah, so I'm kind of back to normal. My wife said don't turn your oxygen stuff in yet. I'm going to call them Monday, have them come pick it up, because I'm getting billed for a lot of that. Insurance ain't paying for all of it. So I'll have them come pick up the tanks and everything.
Yeah, the sooner to get it back to them, the less worries.
Get it to somebody else, yeah. My dog knocked over a tank the other day. Thank God he didn't knock the end of it off. That would have been a torpedo.
Oh. Ventilation through the house.
Let's see. Let me go back up here and find Blasto Supreme. Thank you very much for the $20 on PayPal. Thank you, thank you. I had to find your name here in chat because I don't want to read out your real name here. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I got like a zillion bills hitting me right now, so any and all donations help more than you know. Appreciate that, sir. Let me go read Matt's message real quick here on, he sent me one the other day, and I knew it came in, I just didn't read it. Let's see. Well, he tries to watch us from the hospital, but he's getting blocked or something.
Oh, their internet.
Okay. All right, Matt. Well, just get back to your old self, and I'm sure you'll be out soon. Yeah, thank you very much, Blasto. Yeah, and as far as for the next printer that I'll be getting down the road, it's either going to be a U1 or it's going to be the other one, which is made by, no, I'm drawing a blank. I watch videos on them every day. Flash Forge. Yeah, the Flash Forge. Yeah, when I was in the hospital, I turned on the TV and I wanted to go to YouTube and I couldn't. So I had to go through use my phone. So, yeah, but hospitals aren't no fun. If you've never been there before, for the first 5 seconds you'll think, well, this is cool, and then it gets expensive after that. Anyway. Yeah, there's lots and lots of dust collectors I want to print.
That's a good way of putting it.
Actually, that's probably going to be the title of my next video. Dust collectors! And then I can do a walk around. I got that little air thing that I bought to blow off stuff, but if I'm not careful, it'll blow them off the shelf and break them. I'll have to hold them still and blow them. And then the dust will just settle somewhere else in the room.
Talking about this thing?
Yes, sir. That is awesome. I love mine.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, along with dusting things off, but it blows. It really blows.
It's very heavy duty, like a power tool. You throw it in your toolbox, and it just fit right in. It doesn't appear to be plastic, cheap, nothing. It seems to be well constructed, just like my cordless drill I got.
I'm pretty sure. I don't want to do it, but I'm pretty sure if you dropped it, it would survive it.
Yeah. Yeah, later I'll re-show some stuff I showed earlier, like Trevor's video, the Betty Boop I want to print for my wife sometime. And let's see, over in my mini factory, Matt Meyer Makes has a lot of really cool stuff, multicolor prints.
Pop 3D wants to switch you on the proper side. There you go.
Okay. All right.
Well, he's got a point. You are the host. I'm only a guest.
Yeah, just another slow day, but I appreciate everybody that's still here. Got 44 still watching, 26 on YouTube, 18 on Twitch. People in chat, tell me why you like watching my live stream every week. Is there nothing better on? Or sometimes I might say something funny, or there's interesting guests on. What's the reason why you watch?
Jerry, for me, it's you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I notice when Ryan's on, he's looking at a lot of channels and things I've never seen before. So before the stream, when I figured there's not going to be anybody on, I pulled up a few tabs of different things I wanted to look at. Mm-hmm. And I even went to Kickstarter, typed in 3D printers. The only thing that popped up was Sobol, that one that they're working on. So I was trying to get more content to talk about.
See if I can find a couple. So I tried something different. I took for my camera up to Brit. I took my Insta360 instead of a normal video camera, just to see how well that would work. I'm impressed with that, because it's you're capturing at 360 degrees the moment you hit record. And you don't have to stress on where you're pointing your camera at. I think I might actually have a video in the next couple.
Is that when you send it into Maker World? That one site on Maker World, you film a video of your object from all different sides. You upload it to them, and they make it's like a 3D. It makes your cell phone a 3D scanner.
Oh,
there's one of the things on Maker World.
No, this is a camera itself. Here, I'll grab it here. This little guy.
Oh, okay.
And
okay. Oh, I understand. You put on a pole and it films everything.
So here, I'll give you a
Hey,
little.
Prince.
So
Well, that's
this
nice.
is, we're at the table and we're getting signatures. It is in video, but it's paused. But even while it's paused, I can grab it and then I can spin 360 degrees around. So your subjects are always in frame. So actually, for the first time, instead of just getting chest shots, cutting off everybody's head, I can, with this, all you have to do is hold it and it'll capture everything.
Pop 3 UK says I said something funny on April 3rd, 2022, and he's waiting for me to say something again.
Oh,
I see funny shirts all the time that are probably AI and made up on Facebook, and I'll save the picture and I send them to my wife, and different things that are funny. Some I can say here if I remember them, and some I can't say here.
you just reminded me of one.
Oh, I was watching a video on YouTube where a guy had one of those air guns. It's like a round tube, and you pull the back and snap it, and if you're
Yeah.
across the room, it'll hit you with a bunch of air. And he's at a convention, and he's doing that to different people. They're like, they turn around like, who touched him, or who blew on him, or what was it? They can't figure out what's going on, like it's a ghost. And he's just busting up. He's aiming at him and popping that thing from a distance.
Did you see the one where he puts a little of that fart spray in it and pops it?
Oh no. Uh-uh.
There's a couple and they're at a table and he pops it and then she looks over at him and it's like, did you fart? That's pretty good.
Vortex cannon. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've seen one of those in person years ago. I think I might have been at the library or somewhere. Nozzle Clog 3D, what's going on? I'm just checking to see what different people's answers are on the comment on why they liked watching the show. I figured most people come here because it's better than nothing and they might win free filament. But I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate Ziltech and Polymaker allowing me to give away filament each and every week.
Well, that and plus, Jerry, I don't think you realize on how much information that you actually share to people. Sometimes it might seem trivial, but it's packed with some good stuff.
I pick up something every week from somebody. They might mention something like, wow, I've been 3D printing for like 9 years, and I didn't know that.
Right?
I
Exactly.
pick up things all the time. Right now, I'm concerned about my CNC. I got NEMA 23 closed loop steppers. Now, inside the little control box, it came with Jimitsu by SaneSmart. When you open it up, you got one circuit board, control board in there. The steppers are on like a 3D printer. They're integrated in that. They're very tiny. They're not big old steppers like you see on a nice big professional unit or like something Dave Gatton would build. So is the stepper driver overheating? Is my stepper motor bad? On the end of the stepper motor, it's got 10 little dip switches where the wires come off of it. When I went to steppers online, they don't look the same. So I guess I need to take it off. I'm not sure what's causing the X to lock up on it. So do I wait till it cools down and see if it's a heat issue? Because I don't see anywhere on the board where I can replace the stepper driver.
Well,
It looks like it's all integrated in a Jimitsu.
now with the dip switches, you can also control the amperage of the driver on how many amps are going to that driver. Sometimes you can overpower it, which could cause a problem, and sometimes you could underpower it, and that's where you might lose steps. I've ran into that before.
When I first built the machine, when it was smaller, about yay big, it's not hard to see my hands, when it was small, and I was running a job I did a video on a long time ago, the Y? Yeah, the Y's coming forward, one side stops, one side don't, and it just keeps going until it tweaks itself, picks itself off the bed, because one motor locked up. It should have stopped itself and it didn't. And I don't remember if I switched that stepper motor with a different one or not, but now randomly the X is doing it. I'll be doing a job and the job might go perfect. It might be a 15-hour job, changing bits, it's perfect. The next job a couple days later will start out, and maybe an hour into the job before my garage is even hot, yeah, it just ruined my project.
Yeah.
Because the X quit running. Why, I don't know.
And
I have a
that's
blinking red light, and a blinking red light, it's 5 blinks. And that one I printed out, I've done a printout where it lost connection, but why it lost connection, I don't know. I unplug it, I plug it back in, I take the aircraft connector, unplug it, plug it back in. The aircraft connector on the back of the Jamitsu was loose, the one that actually mounts to the case. So I took out like 100 little tiny screws in it to get on the inside so I could tighten that nut up to make sure it has a good ground right there. Hooked it back up, ran a job, seemed to be fine. Next job wasn't fine. So, I don't know. Yeah, don't move the machine.
Have you grounded the machine itself?
And the machine is completely grounded everywhere. I bought some grounding wire. I grounded everything to everything, and yeah, everything's grounded. And then I bought those deals that you put on the power cord, those black boxes, to help isolate the cords. I forget what those are called, but I put those on the cords too. So, I don't know. It's got me baffled, because if I ever upgrade to an alt mill one of these days, I'm going to want to sell that machine. It needs to be working if I'm going to sell it. I will not sell something that randomly screws up on you, and then you got a problem, and I just, so it has to be up and working fine.
If anything, you could sell it as a parts machine. Just be honest about it.
Yeah.
It sounds like the last thing you have in China. How about the board? Has the board been replaced?
No, I've never replaced the control board on that machine.
So you could have issues within that, EM issues, or it could be a lot of things.
And if I completely, I don't know how to, well, a lot of stuff on SameSmart's website they're out of stock on. And my rep I used to talk to a couple of years ago, I can no longer get a hold of him. I messaged him a while back about the steppers. They didn't reply back, so I got ignored. So that's pretty typical with a lot of Chinese companies. Or people quit, or they moved on to a different company, and the new person, you don't know who you are. I don't know.
Start all over again.
And yeah, the dip switches, I was just thinking if that little kid's around, which I don't, and they're like, hey, what does this switch do? And then they're out there changing them like a piano. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and only Loopy Lou from the UK.
Hello, everyone. People are, I've had a couple of people say go on and tell us how Matt's doing. So if people want to know what the situation is with Matt, now's the time to ask your questions, because I really haven't, I'm not sure what to say, and I don't want to ramble on forever about nonsense.
Well, he's doing okay, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's mostly okay. He's a bit fed up that the internet's rubbish where he is. He's got his phone and his tablet and his laptop. They've got a lovely lot of rats in the garden that they've been playing splatter rat with by throwing footballs at them. Yeah, he's generally all right.
Good.
He's been there 6 weeks now, so it gets a bit difficult when you can't go far. So.
Yeah, you can't leave. You want to leave, you can't leave.
No, he is now being allowed to leave the hospital for half an hour to pop to the shop and come back again, but he's not allowed to go for long.
Is he still vaping and smoking, or did he quit one of them yet?
Well, when he wasn't allowed off the hospital grounds, he wasn't allowed to smoke. And the first time he was allowed to smoke, he had one and he was pulling all sorts of faces. It was hilarious because he said it tasted absolutely vile. It was about 4 or 5 weeks after
that's a reason to not pick one up again.
And as far as I'm aware, he's not had another one since.
Well,
so that was about a week ago.
Better man than I am.
But he's constantly vaping. He's sulking at me at the moment because he needs new coils for his vape, and they've not arrived. They've been ordered, but I can't do much beyond order them.
Good on, Hammer. We were talking about HOAs earlier, and I thought of you, but I didn't say your name.
So
It's
yeah,
hammer time. Well, I hope he gets all better.
I'm
Anyway.
sure he will do with time. He's just got to take his meds. He's refusing a few of them, but yeah, he's taking the ones he's taking the important ones at the moment, but not some of the others that they'd like him to take as well. He's much calmer. He's still ranting a lot. Um, he was ranting earlier tonight. So yeah, we've tried to make an agreement that he doesn't rant at me after his evening meal, so as at least I can sleep at night. Because last Sunday he ranted at me from 10 till 11 o'clock at night, and I didn't get to sleep till 5:45. I was absolutely exhausted for days. So no rants after tea time now.
If it doesn't pertain to your life in the UK, then I don't want to hear about it, Matt. Period. Just something like that. If it has to do with other worldly things, I don't want to hear about it. Don't talk about it. Period.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he was ranting about taxing rich people earlier today.
Oh. Yeah, well, the rich people that make all the laws, they shut that down all the time, but we don't want to go there.
Exactly.
There might be rich people. There might be rich people in chat watching.
No. I'm not one of them. We're okay.
I didn't particularly want politics at 7 o'clock this evening, so no.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's better things to talk about, isn't there?
Is that a clock on the wall behind you? It looks like a clock. And it looks like it's about a quarter to 6.
Well, I think you've got it in reverse. We're on 9:30.
Okay.
Yeah, 9:30. There we go.
All right. So you got your light going behind you that you
Yeah,
want.
the
That's
lamp
really
that I
cool.
won from Smurf, yeah.
That's nice.
And we're using the coasters I won at Smurf as well. There's Sanjay Mortimer Foundation ones.
Very nice.
Half a dozen of them. And I also won a nozzle that Matt's got somewhere in the other room. So.
Oh, that slip jacket that I sent you, you put your debit card in. Did you know what that was when you got it?
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, where is it now?
Okay. Because I had a whole bunch, and I thought, let me mail this to her. She might want it.
Oh, I've put the envelope on the stairs out the way.
Okay.
But I did have it.
Yeah, that way somebody can't accidentally scan your debit or credit card or whatever when they walk by you. I ordered a bunch of them on Amazon. I only wanted a couple, and I got a whole bunch, so I figured I'll just send it out with the stickers.
Why not? Why not? Looks like a sticker to start with, and then you go, that's not a sticker.
Was the envelope beat up, or was it in good shape when I got there?
It was in good shape, yeah. It's just the mail system in the UK is not very good at the moment. There's a lot of people that are saying they've not had mail actually delivered for a month. There's a lot of people that are actually going to the mail office to fetch their mail because nobody's delivering it, and that's the only way they're getting it. It's just crazy. But yeah, we hadn't had mail for a couple of weeks, and then I had it twice this week. It was like, it's really bizarre. But the first time there was about 7 or 8 envelopes, and normally it's like 1 or 2 at the most. A few days later I got another 3. But yeah, it's building up, and well, I'm not sure whether it's short staff or whether it's deliberately.
Cause Rich, thanks for dropping by. Hope it's a great movie. Hope you're watching Spider-Man. Take care.
I've been told the movie to go and see at the moment is Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Well, it was a 2.5-year-old telling me, but it's Paw Patrol.
Oh,
Yeah.
Matt
doggy,
says
how you
some
doing?
computer programming and 3D printing has written 2 books.
All right. Anybody else like to drop in? Here's a link. We know who you are. You want to come in on camera? Self-promotion is welcome as long as it's hobby related. If you got an Etsy store, you're like, hey, I need to sell all this cool stuff I made. Here's my link. Bye. That's fine. Come on in. As long as it's hobby related, what we're normally talking about.
Clown Hammer. Come on in. We haven't talked for a while.
Clown Hammer ain't been here in a long time.
It's been a little. I mean,
See, my dog even said, come in, Clown Hammer. Here you go.
Yeah,
I
Matt's
wish
on
it was closer.
Matt's had ChatGPT helping him write computer programs and books and things this last couple of weeks.
A few companies I've contacted recently, I use ChatGPT because it kind of understands who I am, and I say I want a letter to contact such and such regarding such and such, their review, test review, blah blah blah, and it spits me out a letter instantly. And it's like, wow, that sounds good. So I send that to companies, and every time I get a response back, it's like, oh no, our testing period is closed, blah blah blah. Okay, thank you, but whatever.
Well, you'll never know if you never send them. And who knows?
Yeah. Anyway. And then, like I say, the cable will hopefully be in the mail today for my CC1 that broke on me. It's in Vegas. It's hopefully to get delivered today or Monday.
Oh,
So I can try to get that machine printing properly.
I feel bad. Mine's still in the box.
Well, this cable shouldn't have broke because it tells you in the instructions to reroute it out the cable chain a different direction, but it must have already been weak because a week later it's broke on me. I never did get a really good print out of it. I printed out that one cooler you put the can in, but it didn't have a Dallas logo on it, and that's the only thing I printed that came out right. And then I had a couple layer shifts, and it's like, ugh, frustrating.
I will get it. Well, it looks like Clownhammer is running around in a maid's outfit tonight, so I understand.
Huh.
Is he
He's
doing chores?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I do all the chores here. My wife's not feeling good like usual.
Yeah, I don't look good in a maid's outfit, but once in a while. Oh, the heels, right? The heels are a pain.
I've actually wore heels once in my life. When I was in my 20s for Halloween prank, me and my ex-wife, we went out to one of the casinos here in town, and I was wearing a tight mini skirt, heels, pantyhose. I didn't shave off my mustache, but I was dressed like a woman. And yeah, a couple of the cocktail waitresses whistled at me and goes, "Damn, he walks better than I do."
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, long time ago. I got a picture somewhere. I don't know where it's at. And somebody asked about pictures of myself when I was younger. Well, I have them somewhere. I'll have to find them. When I had hair, I looked different. Obviously, everybody looks different when they're younger.
Oh yeah.
I look like a completely different person.
See, I aged well. I'm still ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, if I ever find that picture, I think the only picture I have of me wearing that dress, it was one of those cameras where it spits it out the front. You take the picture,
Polaroid.
and it comes out the front, and you shake on it. You know, I do have it somewhere in a box.
Polaroid.
If I ever dig it
Polaroid.
up, I'll show you.
Yeah, you know what? Who hasn't done that? I have for Halloween. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I used to love dressing up for Halloween, becoming somebody else or wearing a mask and portraying something different, acting like an idiot. You know. So, yeah, I can act my age when I need to, but I usually don't.
It's no fun.
Yeah, I'm an old. Oh yeah, and then a couple weeks ago, David and Terry were on Saturday night, 3D&T, and he mentioned about how old he is. I goes, "Damn!" I said, "If you're old, what am I?" He thought about it. He goes, "Oh, you're well seasoned." So that's what I am. He didn't, because I'm much older than he is.
Right, I found one. This is this would have been 96. And this is at the Daytona 500. I was the highway hero. So yeah, and that's my mother. So yeah, that's been a while.
Yep, you look different.
That's 30, wow, 30 years ago. Yeah, so purple suit. I felt like the Joker. I love that suit.
Michael Millwright would approve, I'm sure.
Yeah. Black shirt with the. Man, it was a cool suit. 2 times.
Oh, I misread this and I had to read it 3 times. Clownhammer says I wear my man heels, aka cowboy boots.
Boots.
I thought it said man's heels, and then I'm trying to figure out who am I talking to. Is this Clownhammer's wife, or is there something different? Anyway, I finally read it right.
You are now. Are they dogging heels? Is the question. Those I like those the best.
Wow, you learn all kinds of things watching this show. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, we talk about all kinds of stuff.
Well, we haven't gotten into the food section.
Yeah, we haven't talked about food yet, and we do not talk about politics. That's off the table.
Nope.
Everybody has the right to their opinion, and I don't want to hear about it. So that's kind of how I feel about that, politics.
I don't even pay attention to it.
Anyway, yeah.
We had all this cool stuff to play with. I feel bad because none of them are running.
Got a lot of film up there stacked up behind you on the floor, looks like.
Yeah, some of it I've got to put in the dryers, rebag it. But it's also sitting on. God, it's a mess. I don't want to show it. For you guys, I will. I'll let you into my house. As you can see, there are 2 G scale. There we go. Engines. There's an A and a B unit here, but yeah. Other than that, the rest is filament and motherboards. You know, there's computer boards and all kinds of goodies.
Are you still working on that other big printer, or is it on the back burner and you someday?
It's kind of on the back burner. You got to remember when I got that printer. Yeah, it's a mess. It's not one that I went after. It's one that I stumbled upon. So if it was, I don't know if this makes sense or not, but if it's one that I was going after, you know, my intent would be to work on it and get it going. But I was talking to a guy and he's like, I just want a working printer. And it's like, I got it. The only thing I have is an ender. And he took it and I got this. So I'm slowly picking it apart. I've got the boards out. I've got the new boards getting ready to go in. Yeah, you know how that goes.
Okay, our winner a bit ago, which was Sissy Kid, I believe. I got your email. Thank you very much regarding a Ziltech film, and I got the email.
So, does anyone else have any questions about Matt before I go? Because I am quite tired tonight, so I don't want to hang on forever. Just don't want to leave people with questions that they wish they'd asked after I've gone.
Any questions about Matt German? His wife is on camera, willing to probably answer them.
I think the biggest thing is just knowing that he's okay. That's
Well, he's in the right place for now.
How far away, miles-wise, how far away is he from you?
He's 40 miles away from me at the moment, so 80-mile round trip down the motorway, about 3/4 of an hour each way.
Okay.
So it's a long journey. Yeah, it's not. He's been there for 6 weeks, so you know they're meant to be trying to bring him closer to home, but we don't seem to be getting there.
Yeah, Clownhammer asked what's going on with him. He's not up to date on what's going on.
Basically, 6 weeks ago today, he was taken into hospital with some serious mental health issues. He's had them for 20 odd years, but he's up and down with them, and he stopped his medication at Christmas, and it got to the point where he needed to be back on his medication, and to do that they had to force him to go into hospital, unfortunately. And he's had 2 doses now because it's a monthly injection. Yeah, he's calming down. The ranting's getting a little bit less, but yeah, he was ranting earlier tonight. Hopefully the medication starts working soon.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of how long until it'll be
Not a clue. Last time he went, he was only in for 7 weeks, but at the moment he doesn't seem that close to where he was at 6 weeks last time. But they've done the medication in a different way this time than they did last.
Well, he said at home he quit taking his meds, so if he hadn't quit taking it, it's probably wouldn't have happened, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, do what your
Um,
wife says, take your medicine, and, you know,
So yeah, last time when they took him into hospital, they gave him 2 doses on the first with the first dose, whereas this time they did what they're supposed to do, which is give him an injection, and tried to get him to take pills for the first fortnight, but he was refusing the pills, which it's difficult to force feed people pills, so they just left him on the single dose, and so they waited till the month was up before giving him a second dose. So it's going to take longer to get into his system than it did last time. So I don't know. Well, when he first went in, his sister said he's probably in for 5 months, but I don't know. Like I say, so, back in 2024 it was 7 weeks. It's a question of how long's a piece of string. How long before he starts responding to the medication. His body's changing all the time. The medication's affecting him differently all the time. Even before he came off it, they were allowed to give it every 4 weeks. And at week 3, friends and family were saying, "Is he due his medication again?" So whilst they're asking that, it's obvious that it wasn't working for the full 4 weeks that it was meant to be doing. So it was already not working as well as it should. So we don't even know if it's going to start working properly or not at the moment. It's just, hope and pray and get him to keep doing as they ask him to at the hospital, and try and, there are some other pills they want him to take on top of his injection that he's refusing, but ultimately the injection's the important one.
well, tell him to hurry up and start taking everything. You're going to give away all his printers. He won't have anything to come home to.
He's told me to sell them, so I don't think he'll care about me giving them away. But that was a few weeks ago, so maybe he's changed his mind since then. Some of the stuff
Yeah.
he's come out with has been quite crazy. He's been talking about leaving the country and putting the dog down before he goes, and getting a divorce and all sorts. How much of that is still the sorts of things he's thinking, I don't know. It changes from day to day.
Sorry to hear that.
So, well, whilst he's seriously unwell with a mental health issue, I'm not taking anything as true. I just told him, we'll talk about these sorts of things when they're talking about discharging him.
Yeah.
So until then, as far as I'm concerned, anything he says could be true, it might not be, but there's no point in getting upset about anything that he's saying till he's better. It's hard to go, listen to a lot of it, but there's no point in believing it till he's better. So we laugh about some of what he's said. At one point he was telling us he got a £500 million bounty on his head. I told him if he'd got a bounty on his head, he'd better take it off and eat it.
Yeah.
The following day he sent me a photograph with him with a chocolate bounty sat on his head.
Huh.
So
He's got a good sense of humor.
he's still got his sense of humour, yeah. So
Yeah.
and we just keep plodding along, and we try to make things as light-hearted as possible to try and cheer him up as much as trying to stop us feeling really upset about what's going off and everything. And hopefully he'll get there and he'll be back as soon as he can be.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, keep us informed.
Yeah, that's why I'm watching still every week, just to, when people say, where is he, how is he, and everything, I can answer them.
Yeah.
So I don't want him thinking he's just abandoned you completely, because he hasn't. He's just in a very difficult place right now. And,
Well, the last couple of streams he was on, or probably quite a few streams, it was obvious that something's not right, and I'm sure people could see that in just by how he acted. And then before the stream, when we're talking, it's like he's going off in left field about things. It's like, I don't want to hear about this.
Yeah, and then he had that 1 week where he was refusing to talk, wasn't he?
Oh, and then when he done that, then that really pissed me off. It's like, what do you mean? The stream starts in 2 hours, and you're doing this with a zipper? You're not going to talk to me? I said,
Yeah.
I don't need this. And then he left. So, but yeah, at the time, I didn't realize what was going on.
Yeah, no, I was pretty sure that was all what it was at the time. I told him
Yeah.
he was talking too much, because he was ranting 24/7 at that point in time.
That's
And
shame.
I just said he was talking too much. He said, well, if I'm talking too much, then I'm not going to talk.
Huh.
and he spent about 2 to 3 days like that at home. But yeah, it's
Well, hopefully they can get him on the right
certainly
medicine. He'll get all better and get to come home and live happily
exactly
ever after. But
carry on living his life.
it happened a year ago. It just happened again. So hopefully it won't happen
Yeah,
a third or fourth time.
exactly. Yeah, last year he spent a week in, and then 2 years ago it was 7
Yeah.
weeks. So yeah.
If you got to take your medicine, then do it. Simply take it.
Exactly. None of us like taking the meds that we have to take. I have 15 prescribed pills every day, and some others that I take on top to try and help. But we don't want to take them. But we
Yeah.
know that if we don't, we're not going to end up staying at home very long, and we could end up, seriously ill in hospital, and we don't want that. So we
Yeah.
do what the doctor recommends and keep filling up on them and hoping that things stay as well as we can. Hoping we stay as well as we can be.
All right.
So that's about it, isn't it? Really, we can't do much else when we keep getting prescribed all these different medications. So,
Well, I hope you have a great night, and thanks for coming on and telling us what was going on with him.
no worries. No, I'll work out how I get out of here. There's a button somewhere in the corner, isn't there?
Yeah, upper right.
Yeah, the
Thoughts
upper
and
right.
prayers.
That's it.
Take
Thank
care
you.
now. Bye bye.
No worries. See you. There we go. Leave.
Yeah.
Let me share up the link. If anybody else like to drop in on camera and chit chat. Like I say, if you remember back in the day on these live streams, we'd have like 8 to 10 people all going on at once, and people interrupting people, and had a lot of people on camera. And then it's just been slowly slacking off week after week, and it's slacked off so much. I don't even want to stream every week no more because I know I'm starting by myself, and it's just barely going to get going. And Klondike felt sorry for me, so he came on camera for a little bit. But yeah, I wish you had more people
part
here.
of the show. I love what you shared, Jerry, and your demeanor. It's
And
fun.
self-promotion is welcome, and I usually say too much.
Except for one thing, you didn't bring up the train set. You do all
No, I
the
haven't.
cool things, but you forgot the layout.
I can't talk about train set right now.
Uh-oh.
I haven't done nothing with train set in a long time,
Oh, it's okay.
but I need to.
Hey, I have one over here. I feel bad, and it's my main thing. Yeah. Oh, I get it. I get it.
It's set up. It's right behind me, and then I haven't taken the table down. I'm not going to. I just need to work on it.
It's that hobby when you get 5 or 10 minutes you can spend with it. You do, and it's all good.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me find it. This will make everybody happy when I find it. Where's
Oh,
it at?
idea.
Where's it at?
I have an idea. It's about that
Fill
time.
the
isn't it?
giveaway time!
That's what I want to do. I want something to scream and yell. Ladies and gentlemen, Piled 3D.
Oh,
Howdy. How's it going?
Hello, yeah, it's going good.
That's
How you
good.
doing?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. I've had a lot of busy weekends.
Getting ready to do a Polymaker giveaway. Let me get the screens ready. 1 second. And I got to add both people to the new screen. And anybody that's interested in free filament and you like Polymaker, it's time to do it. We're going to give away a roll of Polymaker filament. It's worldwide. They got fantastic filament, and they allow me each and every week to give away a roll. And we're going to be taking care of that right now. So if you're interested, hashtag Polymaker in chat. It's worth $35 gift card here in the U.S. and most other places overseas. It's a roll of filament.
See, I like when you do the giveaway, you get to see everybody that's actually in there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody that's lurking, usually will pop up. That's worth $35. So if you bought something for $20, you're like, man, I got 15 more bucks. Add the other 5 or 10 bucks to it and get 2 rolls. Awesome deal.
Or it's good for anything on
I definitely couldn't afford to spend $35 a week giving away free filament. Thank God they sponsor this and they do it for me.
Now, is it strictly for filament or is it for anything on their website?
I think 35 towards it would be anything on their website. If it's a $35 gift card.
That's cool.
In some parts of the world, it's just for the filament. But either way, you win something that you didn't get before you came here. Hello, Russ Scare. How you doing today? I'm looking at the lurkers in chat. Say again, Pile 3D?
I wonder what Steven's printing. He's always something.
So anything new?
Anything new? So a few weeks ago I went to EMF camp, which is this like camping festival in the UK, but it's like a lot of, it's like every hackspace in the UK has their own like tent with a bunch of projects and things in it, and then just loads of other like technical people with electronics and 3D printing, and just like there's like power and Wi-Fi to every tent, so you can have people install these like LED sculptures, and yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, like there were like plotters and 3D printers and random stuff just all around this field, and it was amazing. I met a lot of very cool people there.
We've got 39 people entered. We got 51 watching. Give it another 10 seconds. We'll do the drawing. Hashtag Polymaker in chat if you want a chance on winning. Once we have a winner, I'll have you email me. I'll send you back your code immediately. Wow. Klondike is gifted five memberships. Oh no. He's been a member for 5 months. I misread that. Sorry. Thank you, Klondike, for being a member. I misread that. Oh, Russ Gare is playing this new lathe. Very cool. Alrighty, here we go. Good luck, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Or chicken fried steak dinner, actually. That'd be my go-to. Almost. Muzzle Plug 3D. Congratulations. You want to roll a Polymaker filament? Please say something in chat. Let me know your real initials.
I like that name.
Papa needs new shoes. Congratulations. Let me know your initials in chat, your real initials. And I will give you my email here.
I will do one. I will do one, Jerry.
Oh, wow. Klondike gifted one membership. I thank you very much, but you didn't have to do that.
Oh, no. But
so whoever won the membership, please thank Klondike.
Clownhammer got it.
Oh, Clownhammer. Okay. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Let me go back. Nozzle Clog 3D. Let me write that down. Nozzle Clog 3D. Let me know your real initials in chat, and then shoot me an email. Unless your email has something to do with nozzle clog, then obviously I would know it was you.
I see Clownhammer has that really cool star next to his name now. That's cool.
Wait on nozzle clog 3D to let me know their initials in chat. Maybe they got a commercial. Oh, I'm sorry. Here it is right here. No, I found it. Right here. Okay. I just had to look better. And then shoot me an email and I'll send you your code.
Oh. Now, I've shown you the Batwing before, right?
Parts of it. I noticed you show a lot of your stuff on Ryan's stream later, and I'm like, wow, he didn't show it on my stream. I haven't seen it on my stream done, completed. Just parts of it from a long time ago.
Let's see if I can find it here real. It's
I know
in
it's huge.
and it's in a good home now too, which is really cool. Here. Give me 1 sec.
How many parts was it when you built it?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, about 18 parts. Maybe more. And those are larger. I'm not including a couple of the small parts. So let's see if this will show.
Yeah, nozzle clog. I'm replying to you right now. Thank you. 1 second, you'll have it.
So it is on my Facebook. So this is the Batwing hanging in its new home. And this is just beforehand, so that'll give you an idea of the look.
That's
I
nice.
ended up spraying it with bed liner, so
Okay.
it has really cool
Rubberized texture. Yeah.
Turned out really good. And there's the conference room it's hanging in.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it turned out really good. It's really cool being a part of that, and that ended up in the Iowa League of Heroes. Yeah, that's a 4-foot wingspan on that one.
Yeah, that's cool. I've never printed anything that big as of yet.
I think that's the biggest piece as of.
All right, nozzle clog. I just sent out your email with your code and your link. Thank you very much.
I've got this tool that splits models up, but I haven't really used it much because I don't want to print something massive right now. But you can always print it smaller. Like it doesn't matter if the divisions you're printing are way smaller than the print bed. It still gets the point across.
There's a tool I've seen online. People are doing videos on. Or actually, it was a commercial on YouTube where they took a model of whatever kind of a creature or dinosaur. This program automatically cut it at the proper joints and put the keys in it, which could make it articulate if you chose to. I forget the name of the program, but it's real interesting.
I'll have to look that one up.
Instead of doing a flat cut, it would do a round cut on like a head or something and put in the proper joint.
It was probably Slicer by the people who make Luban. Like, yeah, Luban's got the cutting, of course, but then they've got a dedicated thing for that just came out. Yeah, mine's not as smart as that, but it can still do different joints and male, female, or whatever variation you want. But yeah, it's quite smart because they can hollow it, and then it also places the joints like around the the rim of the hollow, and it adapts to the shape.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, well, one day maybe I can figure that out. Yeah, I would like to share what I've been working on recently.
Sure, love to see it. Ryan's thumbnail, I'm trying to figure out that one for tonight.
I haven't even seen it yet.
It's either his wife or his mom from the 60s wearing a bikini. She's in a boat or something. That's the thumbnail.
The V4?
The big V4. I nearly called it something else, but I changed it at the last minute to be called V4 because I think it warranted the name. Because yeah, now it works on Linux, which I'm very glad. And through Proton, I thought I was going to have to make it as a dedicated binary, but no, it just works through Proton. So that is nice. Yeah, I just had to include some DLLs in the executable. But yeah, now it works. You just press play on Linux and it will boot up. So that's pretty cool because yeah, people who like 3D printing are often of the type that like Linux. So that's cool. Yeah, I did a few like SVG things because SVGs are fun. They're quite simple, but yeah, I'll build out some more complicated SVGs because you can't just like convert a DXF to an SVG because it's different. It's not just a line. You've got like an inner filled shape and an outer border, and you can do some different things with it. So yeah, it's quite fun. You kind of a lot of these tools I sort of have to recreate like layers on top of each other, where the shape looks the same, but they're all different file types. So you have to create them differently for each thing. Yeah, finally, I've got ambient occlusion, which is when you render with like fake shadows, basically, which just makes it much easier to see when you're like directly looking flat. And then yeah, just some examples. These are quite fun if you want like different additions to the front of the drawers. Yeah, like this is a separate piece, and then you can also add it to the laser cut. And I think that's quite fun, mixing 3D printing and laser cutting.
Is that your actual picture from you? Is that your laser?
Yeah.
You cut it out and all that?
Yeah,
Okay.
these are all, I've made everything. This looks like a print, but it's actually acrylic.
Okay.
And I use an 80 watt CO2 out of Makerspace. It's like A0.
Is that translucent or is that bright red acrylic? Because a diode, if it's bright red, a diode would cut it. If it's clear at all, then you'd have to have obviously a CO2. But
Yeah, it's not clear. Although I have cut clear, but I just like how clean it makes the edge with the CO2.
Oh yeah.
As well, especially on MDF.
I have a big exhaust fan on my CO2, but when I cut clear acrylic, I have to close the sliding door and open the back door. It smells like a nail salon in here really bad. It's really, really strong.
Yeah, I like to get all my lasering done for like the month in like a 2-hour stretch of just doing it all because yeah, you stay in that room for too long and you get a bit of a headache.
You just gave me a reminder of a really interesting story. I used to have a laser that I would take to shows. It was a CO2, nice little laser, And I used to do buttstocks, which is walnut. And when I wasn't doing those, I'd do the lit acrylic signs. So I'd do them right there at these shows. The only downfall is because, like you said, the smell. You get the smell of the walnut and you get the smell of the acrylic. And when they're combined, it smells like something you really shouldn't have, right? And at the beginning of a show, I came into my booth and there was an officer and he's pulling all my stuff out from around the laser, trying to explain to him what he's smelling is the laser and not the other stuff.
Oh,
Interesting.
For several years, I got roused about that.
Is it specifically walnut that makes that smell?
Pardon?
Is it walnut wood?
Well,
specifically?
it was actually the combination of the two.
Are we talking about weed?
Yeah. I wanted to be nice about it on the show, but
Well, it's legal in most of the states in the U.S., so
oh, that's
doesn't
true.
matter.
That's true. It's not here, as you can tell, in Iowa. And
okay.
he was bound and determined to find it, but no, it was actually the mixture between cutting acrylics and doing the walnut buttstocks. But it smelled. Okay, I'll put it this way: it smelled pretty dank.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
That's cool.
Well, here's something we haven't done that we can do. And I don't think nobody heard me say that when that other screen came up. I don't know if anybody heard me say that, but vending machine giveaway time, maybe.
No ones.
Hy-Vee 3D Gotcha Pop machine. I printed it for the sole purpose. Well, I got to do a video on it, and I want to put all these balls in here. So every live stream, they're numbered 1 through 4. 1 is a Womp Womp. I forget what 2 is. I have to look at my paper. I got it written down, but there's a $20 Amazon gift card. There's some of those in there. There's a whole bunch of redraw, and then there's sticker packs. So we're going to put in one of these cheap little plastic. Oops, I dropped it. Ouch. Let's draw something, see what we got.
When Jerry's done with that, I'm curious about that.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Let me bring this over. I got to change. So I already know what it's going to be. I can see it. But
Wah, wah, wah.
number 1, which is a Womp Womp.
Very well.
And let me show you something real quick. Since I printed that, here's how many balls have been drawn for however many weeks. That's a whole bunch.
Oh wow! Yeah, when you add them up.
We gave away a sticker pack, which Loopy Lou just got in the mail. I gave away one $20 Amazon gift card. And we had a whole bunch of Womp Womps. But soon I'll be putting more Amazon gift cards in there. But there's 3 more Amazon gift cards in there. But I'm going to be putting more in soon. But I'll let you know when I do that. So sorry nobody didn't win anything. And what we would have done if it would have been something that somebody could have actually won, then hello Steve, how you doing, Ventari? We would have done a drawing for it. Yeah, we've had a very slow day here. Not many people have dropped in, but if anybody would like to, here's a link. Whether you come in for 5 minutes or an hour, it's totally up to you. We'll be here for another 45 minutes. And what are we looking at right there, Pile 3D? What are we looking at?
Yeah, so this is a marble run. I'll show the, and then this is the tool for it.
Cool.
And you can just draw out the path. Well, this was randomly generated, and you can just keep running random seeds, but yeah, you can also draw out a path. It doesn't have to be completely filled in. It could just be a winding snake going along, and then you set the width of the path and how far you want it to drop down each step, and then that's it. And it's quite fun.
On that, where you have a marble rise where you can run a continue, or is that in the works?
Everyone asks that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That would be the end game. I just think it would be slightly difficult to make all the tolerances work for each size of ball, because I think the tolerances would be quite different for different balls. Although that could be an input. First things first. You can make this bit at least. I don't think it would be too complicated. You can make the things that make the balls go up quite a simple shape.
I built a marble run out of wood. I forget where I got the files. I did a video on it a long time ago. And you crank it, and then it turns and brings them up, and it broke on me. So I need eventually I need to take some of it apart and laser cut some parts out of Baltic birch and glue it all back together. Or I'll just throw it away like everything else and start over. That's probably actually what would end up happening.
It's easier to do it that way.
Oh, people that dropped in late. Trevor sent me a video. Yesterday morning. I'd like to share that again. This is a new one you haven't seen, unless you were here at the beginning of my stream, but I'd like to play that now.
Well, good morning, Jerry. Got a nice rainy day out today. I figured I'd say hello before my day gets away from me. So, been another busy week. We've got lots of projects going on. Let's see. We've got lots of tuna cages going again and extenders. Got more awards going. The base pre-ordered about, 45 more of these awards. So awards it is. We're doing that a lot this week. Not a lot of stuff filling up in here. In fact, we've been depleting a lot of it. Lots more PCTG. We just ran out of white on this job, so we're out of white now. Hopefully Jonathan will whip some more of that up for me quickly. Lots more filament. As you can see, we're just packing it in everywhere. More extenders. I gotta start more of those. They just finished. We're doing some video game stools in color. So got a little bleeding on the middle section, so have to handle that next. But we got a couple of these we'll be bringing out. There's a event we do called Rad Weekend. Well, we don't put it on, we just participate, but it's lots of fun. See, I got some mini work going today, so I'm sure my wash station will jam up on me as normal. Eufy's been going nice and strong. Very few problems with it. I absolutely love that thing. I was gonna buy a Morpho, and then I saw the hay gears come out, so I bought a hay gears. I can't wait for that. I gotta finish up this CAD job because I really get tired of having a truck door in the back of the store, but stay busy. It is pouring outside now. Welcome to Florida. Alright, let's see what else. No laser work this week. I did the awards, and then that finished up all that work. So snap makers still going nice and strong. Using PETG as a support material on this. Works real well. Doing some pipe chains. Bamboos stay pretty quiet these days. The Modex stays quiet. Optimus Prime stays quiet. Like I said, more cages, more of these awards. I've been using the UV laser to cut all my felt, which is nice. It takes it up a little notch when you've got felt on the bottom of awards for sure. My painting sucks. I've been using rattle cans, but Get some daggers for the base. This came out real nice. I've been playing around with the Eufy. I'm going to go to the nail place next door and show them some samples. As you see with the Eufy, you can build this stuff up. So printed up some little samples and see if I could drum up a little bit of business there. Breadstick cutters for a pizza shop, and it's PCTG before everybody gets all butt hurt. And these little hype chains, prototyping jobs, another Eufy job. Before I would have engraved it single color and this metal was sketchy. I can see where it's buckling in the corners from a crappy plating job, or I don't know if they wrapped a piece of aluminum or what. So instead of have to worry about it, use the Eufy, problem solved. Still trying to get these things to print without problems. It's for a guy that rebuilds speakers, old time house speakers. That's it. Let's see. Got some new speakers. These things are pretty cool. Big old monsters, 12 inches. Let's see. Now we're doing another big one here. And that's it. We got tons of repairs this week again. So Dennis is coming in soon and he'll start getting all these knocked out. Of course, all the Folsons are just waiting on parts, but they'll be waiting till the end of time apparently. They're officially out of business as far as I can tell. Even the last person there, Ivan Glocky, is no longer responding, so I have to believe that they are done. They owe me $6,000 in parts that they just did not deliver. Hopefully they'll restructure and come back strong because they made a great printer. Anyway, have a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you later. I hope you're recuperating well.
There we go.
I'm glad you showed that because I would have never thought of it. You know, to okay everything with the wife. You know, I had to clean a lot of dishes, right? No. The Eufy on the Eufy printer. This I think this is this it'll seal the deal. If I show
the nails
on the nails, if
yeah,
I show
that is
the
really
wife
cool.
what they can do.
And that would actually be quite cheap because when you're doing a
Right.
full like A4
A platinum.
like multi-layered thing, it's like 50-60 pounds or $100 or whatever. It's like as complicated as it can be, but yeah, tiny little nails, that's not going to cost anything, and you can do some really cool custom stuff
But-
with that.
When you do nails other than glue on, you have to build them up and sand them and resin, and it's a lot of steps. You couldn't usually have that nail pre-made in that instance. I don't do nails, but any women that might be watching, if they were just glue on, that'd be great. But you wouldn't be able to build them up and sand them and whatever process goes into that when you get your nails done. I don't think that would work. They just have to be straight glue on
Yeah, yeah. I've
because
seen
you have to be
shape
finished on top.
where the ladies can stick their fingers in a printer and then hold it and it'll print.
Oh yeah.
But with the Eufy, it was layered up, you know, on those stick-ons, which I think are cool. You know, look
Yeah.
at high school kids and when they do their spirit, whatever, you know, they can do up their nails and have fun. And the wives.
Halloween years ago, I dressed up like this gargoyle thing, and I bought some fake nails, and I put tons of super glue on them. I thought I'd be smart, and I stuck them on. And I had a big four-wheel drive, and I had trouble opening the door, getting the keys in ignition. And then when I broke one of them, I about cried because it popped loose, and it was super glued to my real nails. So yeah, pretty painful. That's the one and only time I ever tried them. So
Oh, fun.
anyway, but yeah, that looked really cool what he had when he made them up there. Let's
Yeah, I
see, the
think-
share screen. I don't know if Bamboo's really doing this, if this is more make-believe or what, but we can share this out and take a look at it. This was shared to me from Stephen Poole earlier, but look at how many, look at this. Got 9 hot ends there. I guess Bamboo has applied for some patents. I don't know if this is actually what this is. I think this is what it is. But take it with a grain of salt. This might be something that they're working on.
Don't have to worry about the AMS.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's me or what, but it seems like their very first AMS, everyone's having issues with them now.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the first one.
Oh, the original one like I have? Yeah, I have
Yeah,
one
the
of those.
AMS one. I've got the 2 Pro now, which is very nice. Because it's like the motor's just a lot stronger. So like sometimes if the spool's a little bit wonky, like on the AMS one, it might just get jammed, but it sort of wriggles it free pretty much every time. I don't think I've ever had it fail from that. The only time it fails is because I bought way too much of the most brittle filament I've ever experienced.
Yeah, I get irritated when I break off a piece of filament. Then I got to stop it, unplug it, turn it over, take it apart, get the filament out. It's like, come on, really?
I know, yeah, and it's way easier with this because you can do everything without flipping it up.
Here's a Betty Boop I seen on Facebook that somebody had printed. I forget the man's name, but he's here in chat a lot. And I asked him where it came from. And he said somebody's Patreon. I forget the Patreon. The make designer, I guess CW Prestige. So I went there and found it on, I Googled it, and I found it on Cult, $6 model. You print it in separate pieces. My wife, which calls herself Betty Boop online, is really into Betty Boop stuff.
There you go. That's a fun one.
He's got a video here somewhere where he shows him putting it together. Sorry about that, spam. Plays Metallica, my ringer.
So are you going to print it then?
Yeah, I'll make this for her sometime.
Oh, how cool is that? Both versions,
Yeah,
black and color.
Here's Hey, Da Vinci, how you doing? Good. Looks pretty cool. And then I was watching another video about the Flash Forge, and Stephen Poole also done some of these. So I went back to the video and I blew it up so I could see where he was in the video. And he was over at my mini factory. Matt Meyer makes, and he has a Patreon obviously, but here you can buy these individually. But some of these look really cool. I mean, really, really nice.
I like the box.
So when I get a tool changer printer, and within the next couple months, I'm not sure when it'll happen, but I have a lot of cool stuff I'd like to make that I don't actually have to paint. I can paint, but I don't paint very much. It's much easier just to print it out in multicolor and you're done with it. A lot of cool stuff here. This is on my mini factory. The MAT Matt Meyer MIRE makes. Matt Meyer makes. If anybody is interested in checking it out. And here you just go buy them individually, whichever file you want.
Yeah, they're pretty detailed.
Very cool. Is that a phone ringing?
Oh, that was mine chirping it.
Okay. Did used to play Godzilla, right?
Yeah, I did. And then changed up the phones and
My son wants to get new phones soon. I have a Galaxy S23. I think it's an Ultra. I've had for a few years. And, I mean, it works fine. But he wants to upgrade. And if we upgrade, then I don't know what he's going to pick. And I'll go back. He said, Dad, if I can't get you back on our plan with a good deal, so I was paying him $65 a month for both phones on his plan. That included the payment for the phone. Now they're paid off. So if he can't find another deal for his family to be on with me and my wife, then he'll find another deal separately for just me and my wife. I don't know. Wait and see.
I just.
But I'm sure
buy the
whatever
second
newer
one.
phone it is going to be exactly like what I already have, and you'll have the same apps, and they'll take the same quality pictures, and nothing will be different. It'll just be called something different. So I'll make new payments on something that's no different than what I already have.
I used to say a phone's a phone, but anymore with the video quality, because I've got the 25, what is it, Ultra or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and I'm impressed with the video quality in the photos.
I got Sears, my,
Okay, yeah.
that's 23. He didn't take out insurance on it, so soon after I got it, I noticed that when I plug it in and charge it, it has a moisture air problem. And it was never moisture in it, it was never been wet. So I have to put on a charger as a circle. You lay it down on top of the charger and it charges that way. So if I'm filming out in the garage, I can't lay it on its circle and film my project on time lapse. The phone will go dead, then I gotta borrow my wife's phone. So I can plug hers in, but I can't plug mine in.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Like, get one of those pucks, and then 3D print a deal where you can put the puck in it and have it standing at a certain angle.
Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about taping it to it with blue tape, but yeah, printing something would be better. And I got some Smarties here I shouldn't be eating, but they're good.
I won't tell anyone.
Smarties!
Yeah, so this is just a circle maze. I had a square one, but now I've got a circle one. Yeah, this is some pixel art because yeah, pixel art's fun, and yeah, you can either have it embedded or printed by layer. I cut these like display stands, which I'm quite happy with. They came out nice.
Does that program spit out 3MF files?
It does now. Yes.
It does.
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah. Before it was just grouped step assemblies, but I figured out 3MFs. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's quite fun. This is a terrain tool, but like the plotter version of it. So like that's this 3D model, but then it's like traces the contour in these strips, and then you can laser engrave a plot of it. Because yeah, I've been liking doing some plotter art recently. I might add some more like dedicated plotter art tools as well. But it's hard to know what specific inputs you could want to add to a plotter art, because it can sort of balloon into so many different ways of doing it.
What material is that? MDF?
Yeah, that's
the
just
mountain
MDF.
grain?
I'm just nipping down to. This is the same thing, but plotted.
I was wondering why you had all the lines on it.
Felt tip. Yeah, it's just showing the contours of the map, and I just quite like it.
Okay.
Where was I?
Yeah, MDF has got really expensive.
Oh, it's
And
not
the
so
dust
bad.
is really nasty.
I do wish I'd used a bit more plywood for some of these engraves.
That brick
Right.
looks pretty cool.
I've got so much of it. Yeah, like bricks, that's one of those tools that is. I've had to code it twice for the SVG generation and the 3D model, but I quite like the pattern. So I think it was worth doing like that. Oh well, yeah, that's them. Oh yeah, like curved handle. I need to print one of them. That's the laser steps. Yeah, this box was cool.
Who is snorkeling? What do you mean? Somebody sound funny?
Wait.
Oh, now we're going to hear bubbles. Oh yeah, John, it's been about a week now. I've been off my oxygen for all this week. the machine is all. I got to call them up Monday, have them come pick up the tanks. Well, that's good to hear actually. When I've been my breathing machine here this thing, I can get it up to. I used to only be able to drag it up to 1,000. Now I can get it almost to 2,000 when I do a real long drag on it. But I still got water in my left lung, and when I lay down at night and I'm breathing, I can feel the liquid in my lung moving around.
Oh, weird.
It's a weird feeling. And since I know I have water in my lung, that has to be what I'm feeling. But the better I get at this, the more I can feel the liquid. So I wish it'd go away. I'm taking a water pill for it every day.
Now, how long has it been since the surgery? It's been over a month now, right?
Yeah, I've been home since July 1st, and it was a week before that.
Oh, a month and a half.
I was sick in the hospital 6 days. 7 days. I gotta wait 2 months until I can drive. I have a doctor's appointment on the 25th, but there's a good chance this Friday I'll cheat by 4 or 5 days and I'll start driving then.
Yeah, I remember when I broke my ribs, it took a little bit to heal.
And ever since I've been out of the hospital, I was sleeping in that chair in the living room that would lift me up. When I tried to sleep in the bed, my neck on the left side, it was like a nerve or something was being pulled. When I tried to lay down, it was hurting really bad. And I think it's something to do with my surgery. Because right now, right above my collarbone, when I touch it, it feels puffy right there. And I mentioned it to my surgeon. He looked at me like, I don't know what you're talking about. But I don't know, it's kind of puffy right above my collarbone. And I don't know why it's like that. So I pretty much sleep on my back, kind of on my side. And if I, occasionally my chest still hurts a little bit. But it's getting better. If I see him on the 25th, if my neck still hurts, I'll tell him, why is this puffy and why does it still hurt? Did you take something somewhere on the triple bypass and it is affecting this area, my neck? I don't know. Sorry to be talking about medical stuff, Kyle. Just
It's all right.
I'm curious now. Where to find it? Where would I find the program?
This software, where would
The
you find it?
software program.
You'd find it on Steam, and it's called
Okay. Steam, the gaming platform.
yes.
yes.
There we go. There it is. Tiled 3D CAD multi-tool, which is quite the mouthful, but it describes what it does quite well. It's made by me. It's 3D. It's CAD, and there are many tools. Over 100 so far. This one's quite cool. This is a laser divider box, but you can select each segment and define how big it is, and you just click this plus button and it will split it again, and you can just click and drag on the lines and it will adjust them too, and it spits it out. Yeah, angled shelf, felt like that was missing. Yeah, there are a few more like laser cut shelves. I think that's what laser cutting does quite well, because it's a scale that's a little bit big to conveniently 3D print without making like some modular system, and it while still being quite light and very cheap for the size that you can pull off. Yeah, so I want to do a few more types of laser shelf, but yeah, I'm happy with this one, because yeah,
cool.
if it was just completely flat without the back, it would be really floppy, but by having the little back support, it makes it pretty rigid. Because I don't really like having to put those like support struts on the bottom or the back, but yeah, this one gets away without it. Yeah, picture frame, a very simple style of it. I did find that, so the acrylic was 3mm, and then the MDF was also 3mm, around the edge. Let's get down to it. Here we go. So it was really tough to squeeze the paper behind it, but I've since changed it so you can, like, this will also export as a 3MF or a step or STL or whatever. So you can change the thickness of this middle piece, and you can still have a laser cut front and back if you want, but you could print the middle bit to be exactly the right thickness to account for whatever you're trying to sandwich between that acrylic. Yeah. What else? Yeah, laser cut triangle. That was quite fun to figure out, because where the top and bottom pieces join, if you were to let the bottom piece extend to the absolute end, they'd be intersecting. And I still let you export it like that in case that you wanted to take both pieces and then like sand an angle on them, and then they would come to an exact point. But by default, I have it so that the bottom edge just juts back enough so that the top of the edge just touches up against it and doesn't intersect. So that was quite fun to figure out. I also have an option to add like a middle support piece or multiple, so that you could make it quite wide and it would still be strong. Like if you added enough ridges along, I think it would easily be strong enough to stand on. You'd probably want to use thicker than 3mm, but it would be decently strong for just stepping on. I wouldn't trust a wheelchair on it, but I think you could make quite a strong ramp. Yeah, this is that box tool up above with the where is it? I went past it. Here we go. Where it shows the cross section of the lid, because there are so many different types of lid, and the word here is not quite as descriptive as you might want it to be. So yeah, so you might want the lid to jut into the walls, or the walls to jut into the lid. And then there's also an option to change this gap, so you could add a gasket in there to make a nice watertight seal in theory. And then just a half overlap, half underlap, or full overlap and a full underlap. I know there are more types of lids, but that's a start. I put off doing lids for a very long time because it's an overwhelming thing. I'll get around to a hinged lid eventually, but yeah, just a simple one like this first.
Tweety bird.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You can interrupt me if you want. I am just rambling. I've got too much to talk about. This egg, I'm quite happy with egg. You can either have it as a solid or split. And then I also have this tool where you can texture a model. So you could make a pretty cool like dragon scaly egg, I think. Maybe I'll print that off later. And this filament is such a good egg color. I'm very happy with that. That's Polymaker actually. That's one of the only colors of Polymaker I've ever had. Actually, the Free Heathen Maker Millwright gave me that roller filament when we went to Smurf. Flange, Gridfinity. Yeah, you can laser cut a base plate. You need to add like a 0.4 millimeter offset, but then yeah, it works great. And I love laser cutting base plates because you can go really big, and you don't have to join them all together.
So, did you make those for Gridfinity or to work with Gridfinity?
Yeah, these are Gridfinity boxes, and
Okay.
they slot right in. And what's quite nice about laser cutting is you can cut from like quite a thick sheet. You don't have to cut it to the spec of Gridfinity, and then it makes it a really rigid base plate that can be quite big. So yeah, people do laser cut Gridfinity is a thing, but I think they should do it more. 'Cause it's
Actually,
quite
that's
cool.
the first time I've seen it. I like the idea because, like you said, you could do larger than an average bed. So you could just literally laser it out of a 2 foot by 3 foot piece of material if you have a laser that big.
Yeah, if you want it like a really long one, it doesn't even have to be like a square or like along
Right.
the length of your desk or something. Yeah, I would like to also on the 3D printed version have ways to attach them together, but I don't yet. Actually, maybe I do have a tool where you can import something and it will dovetail it. So maybe it would work if I did that. I will see. I'll try that later. Yeah, it does actually take a surprising amount of time though to cut it out. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a particularly dense cut, but when you're waiting for a full grid, it takes a minute or so. It's like this hexagon one. That takes quite a long time to cut. It is quite big, but yeah, it takes a while. It's worth it though, and then you have like 100 tiny little hexagons to figure out what to do with. I know people like them for crafts or something to give away to. Oh yeah, there we go. Here's it made. Yeah, all the different types of laser blocks. I'm happy with it.
That's cool. I need to turn that into an engineer for a train.
Yeah.
Bobblehead Jerry. Or is it? No, it's not.
Yeah, ball head.
Oh, it is.
They don't actually move, but it's off of Maker World.
Mm-hmm.
I uploaded a picture of my head. It already had a body in there from something else. And, well, actually, the head it came out with I didn't like, so I cropped another head off my computer, and I uploaded that, and I changed it. And that's some paperwork in my hand.
That turned out pretty good,
Anyway.
especially on the glasses.
Yeah, Maker World done a fantastic job on this.
Yeah, their AI generators are pretty decent. So decent in fact that people are using them enough to the point where they had to limit. They added some limits recently, didn't they? Uses up your credits or something. I can't remember exactly how they limited it because I don't actually use them. But
That's right, like Vista Sculpt.
does that not cut you off?
It's a paid subscription.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I haven't used it this week. I feel bad.
Yeah, when you're paying for something like that, you feel like you have to use it.
See, I did. I was doing engineers, and then ladies sitting on their suitcases and luggage, and it's hard to see since it's white. But this is a conductor that was done with Vista Sculpt in a photo.
That came out really good.
He's hollering all aboard.
It's quite a detailed mesh.
Oh yeah, it's like I said, the white. Whoops. The white, it's hard to see on camera. I should have
That's a
done
very white.
Yeah, it is.
I
Elegant.
need a white. I've got a very grey white right now. But
There you can kind of see his face. But yeah, I'm very impressed with what AI is able to do now.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
hi.
good at like human fake models now. Yeah, I think I've shown the rest. Thanks for listening.
Oh, thank you. I think
Well-
I've been streaming for 2 hours, 55 minutes. I'm going to get out of here in a minute. Klondike, where can people find you at?
Where'd my thing go? Give me one sec. Tonight I will be, well, I don't know. This is the thumbnail for tonight's deal with our Ballard Designs, making it up as we go. Yeah, come check it out. Even I'm curious about tonight's show.
Something to do with 3D printing, probably.
Yeah, that clickbait might bring some certain types
Who
of people in.
knows?
1960s.
It's
That's probably his grandma, picture of his grandma when she was younger.
I don't know. Is Ryan that good looking too? That's a question. And then on Wednesdays, I missed the last one. I do apologize about that one. But Wednesdays at 10 a.m. in the morning, I do a coffee with Klondike and talk about trains and 3D printing and miscellaneous stuff. Kind of fun, hanging out.
It's very chill.
Fun.
Pile 3D, where can people find you at?
On Steam, Pile 3D CAD multi-tool. On that page, it will link to my Discord if you want to request features or just want to say hi and see what's going on. I'm on pretty much every social media. I don't post as much as I should, but I do mean to. Yeah, but I just want people to try my app out because I think it's great fun and you won't regret it.
And thank you guys for coming on. And right now we're going to raid out on Twitch. And I'm Jerry with 3DHP, and we'll be back next Saturday. Same time, same bat channel, and all that good stuff. Let me get the raid going right now on Twitch. We're going to raid into the Free Heathen. He is playing Magic the Gathering right now.
Cool.
Not sure if he's going to do any 3D printing, but he's always a fun man to be around. And we got the raid going right now. So watch it on Twitch. Thank you very much. Please follow, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. And here goes the raid. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Smash like button, subscribe, share. And here we go, guys. So thank you very much. Take care, everybody. Later now.